The little move up down thing isn't working.
Is it a shot of anything?
Can I manually move the phone or no?
I don't think so, but if not, don't worry about it.
Well, no, it's pointing up in the air. I have to worry about it. It's not moving.
That's weird. It's weird. You said it's pointing straight up.
It's pointed way too far up, yes.
It's weird because when I...
Yeah, I know.
Is it the same mode that we're always on? I don't know.
There isn't a way for me to know the mode. All I can do is hit the button. Oh, there we go. Yep. Okay.
Oh, wow.
What'd you do?
I just hit the mode button.
Okay, let go. Okay.
Good.
Yeah. Are you good?
Yeah.
That trash can is hot.
Yeah. And if anything, I'll just pick it up if I have to.
Okay.
I mean, you're only, what, 20 minutes for all these? Not even?
Oh, not even.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's live stream right here on Main Street, USA, here at the Magic Kingdom. We're going to see how long this stream can go, like I said. Like I said before, we're here on Tuesday. Tuesday is our long day. We're here for the 3 o'clock parade. Don't worry, though, we have not staked our claim yet. That won't be until about 1:30 or so. We're just going to let Miss Jenny do some rounds here on Main Street. Probably only takes about 10 or 15 minutes to hit all of the pin booths, if there's anything good. And then we'll just do a brief walk around through the park as she does some pin trading. And then we will stake our claim. I believe it is going on about 11:30 here on a Tuesday midday, almost the afternoon. Here in Central Florida, right here in the Disney area, it's going to be about a high of 88 degrees with a low of about 67. So a little fantastic way to start the day. It is definitely a scorcher. So we'll definitely have to be ducking into some AC for the time being to make sure that our gimbal, this particular gimbal, doesn't overheat. Also at this time, even though I do have my headphones, I will not be putting on my headphones, so I won't be directly interacting with the chat until we come back to a trash can waiting for the 3 o'clock parade, if you're new to the channel. It is customary for us around that 1:30 time frame to get our spot on Main Street USA for the upcoming 3 o'clock parade, to capture all the activities that happen before the parade. If you didn't know, there's at least one stage show, 2 stage shows actually that take place during that 1 hour time span. I don't know if we'll be there for both of them. We probably won't be close enough to catch the audio for copyright reasons. In the midst of that, there is the Main Street Philharmonic that does come down the parade route, followed by the Grand Marshal, which is a specially selected family at the beginning of the day, typically the first family to enter. They actually get a special priority seating after their Grand Marshal parade route, where they're put into a special vehicle, waving at all the guests who are also waiting for the parade. And then, of course, shortly after that, the parade will start its march from Frontierland at 3 o'clock, usually making its way to Main Street USA by about 3:15 or so, concluding somewhere around the 3:30 hour behind us at the end of Main Street. And that is typically where we will end the stream for that day. This is probably one of the only later times that we will be in the park for the foreseeable future. As we've said many, many times before, if you are new to this channel, our little ones do have a play rehearsal for their upcoming play for The Wizard of Oz. So that allows us to be inside the park till later in the afternoon. And as a forewarning, this will probably be the last live stream for the Magic Kingdom, at least for the next 2 months or so. Because if you did not know, I am a former, current, and future cast member. I'm actually an inactive cast member at the moment as they are trying to find a placement for me and my disability. In that note, I do have a cast admission, which does have some extreme blackout dates to prepare for the spring break crowds. And it's only at Magic Kingdom that I'm blocked. So you can expect to see some streams coming from Epcot Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom, depending on how we can navigate through some of those copyrights that we do sometimes get. And for all those people that are wondering, if you tuned us with us yesterday, we were at Epcot for the Flower and Garden Festival, our first time at the Flower and Garden Festival. We enjoyed 4 different dishes from 2 different booths. They were actually very good. 2 better than the other 2, I would say, as far as what we would prefer to go back to. We also did a ride-through of Journey to Imagination with Figment, which we found out 30 seconds of that was actually copywritten. So if you ever were to go back and watch that long 4-hour live stream, just be forewarned, there is a snippet of a Figment that is completely deleted. Thankfully, though, it is only just through the ride-through, where we usually don't do any commentary for the sake of the people around us. But once again today, we are here at the Magic Kingdom. We're going to be here for the long haul as long as technology holds up. We're going to be checking as much of the technology as we can. Like I said, we do have a newer gimbal that we believe overheated the last time, as we didn't take proper breaks inside of the AC. So we'll probably try to do more of that throughout this day. Of course, we'll probably be doing a quick walkthrough as soon as my wife gets back, as we navigate 1 lap around the Magic Kingdom, and then we'll find a trash can, preferably maybe this one or maybe a little one, another one farther down. So we can get you a nice castle shot for the next 2 hours or so, as I will stand in one spot, holding it down, working the corner here on Main Street, USA. Feel free to do the easiest thing you can do to support our channel, is by giving us a big thumbs up, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your enemies, hopefully they aren't the same person, to tune into This Time Daily for all of the chaos that we have. No specific schedule, just always remember to refresh your recommendations on any given day throughout the week. And then, of course, hit that bell notification, because we're getting some mixed reviews on whether or not it works.
Reed is here.
Reed in the tower, welcome to the chat. Welcome, our moderator.
Good.
Yep, let me just... All right, and we are moving on. Let's see, am I holding the camera? See, I always try to do
Now it's straight.
where my knuckles are pointing in the direction that I want the camera to face. But I don't know if that's working or not. So far, as we were coming into the park, it did seem to be a little bit crowded. People tried to cut me off on the monorail to try to separate me from my wife. And if you are new to the channel, just be advised, I'm a blind YouTube live streamer. I'm basically accompanying my wife as she pin trades throughout the parks. And of course, she does the navigating. I do the pondering of where we are. Like I said, a high of 87, 88 degrees today. I would say we're, what that TikTok used to say, right in the thick of it. Into the thick of it. They say it'll be a 10% chance of precipitation, which in Florida terms, that means absolutely none. Spring break crowds probably starting to come in more prominently over the next couple weeks.
I just want you to know, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Okay.
I was just checking the weather. You're not correct, which you'll be happy to know. We're hitting 90 today.
Oh, bless the maker. All right, we got an update. My app lied to me earlier. The radio stations lie to me all the time. My wife just informed me it's going to be 90 degrees today. Snoochie boochies. It's going to be a scorcher. Still not hot enough for me, though. Oh, I feel as if I hear a palooza coming down the road, maybe. Or cavalcade.
Definitely some drums.
Yep, that's the cavalcade making its way down the parade road. However, we're not going to catch that today. We're making our way around the park. One good round of pin trading. See how we do in this midday, morning, afternoon time. Surprisingly to me, though, this is like the first week in a long time that I haven't heard any news in the Disney radar. Looks like everyone's just really hyped on Josh Tomorrow becoming the new CEO of the Walt Disney World Company. The only thing I've heard that was questionable was one of the newer presidents, I believe, of the company of some sort. She wants to incorporate more AI into the Disney Plus streaming source. Not a huge fan of that idea at all, but hey, who am I? We'll see what the future holds. Of course, no confirmation either on the scrapped, aka not scrapped, Villains Land. As far as I've heard, all he really wanted was a better version of it. Don't know if they're going to go forward with that. But as far as Villain Land, it is still scheduled to be part of the new Magic Kingdom project. Unless it is going to be stated otherwise in the future. I highly doubt that they'll scrap it. I do know that someone had made mention of putting it into a 5th theme park in itself. As cool as that would be, I don't know if they really want to do that because there's no timeline on this 5th gate on when it'll even start construction. And people have been waiting for this Villains Land for a while. And as I aforementioned before, we're going to be doing a quick lap around the Magic Kingdom as my wife pin trays before we get a customary spot on Main Street, USA to wait for the 3 o'clock parade, where I will stake my claim, hopefully on one of the trash cans that might be available. We've had some good luck in some of our previous live streams with a good spot for the parade and also a good spot for a couple of proposals. Though the proposal, I believe, last week was on point. He proposed just as the parade music just began. And, of course, she said yes.
Found a new collection I'm collecting for this collection.
And I do remember in one of the comments previously that we had in our Magic Kingdom video, someone asked really about what pin trading is all about. And it still does amaze us that not that many people pay attention to what pin trading has been. Pin trading has been around for about 25 years. Started in, I believe, the year 2000. Basically a very fun event where there are cast members scattered throughout the parks, typically at merchandise locations, and they have pins either on a board or on a pouch. Those pins are it's basically a nice little free trading game. Only thing is, you have to buy your own pins to start off with. They do have starter packs in most of the gift shops. I believe those starter packs are anywhere from about $35 to $45 now. Comes with a lanyard and maybe about 5 or 6 pins or so. Paul, welcome. And again, welcome anyone else that is inside this chat right now that isn't commenting. Make sure you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you can. That is the easiest and freest thing that you can do. Other than that, we do accept, of course, our PayPal and Venmo is located inside the description of our channel. And of course, the ominous super chats. Anything and everything is much appreciated, but definitely the like and the subscribe if you haven't already. I didn't even know we were in Frontierland FS. Yeah.
To see what's available in here still.
Gotcha. All right, so as you can see, we did a quick cut through the rest of Adventureland, not even entertaining the Pirates of the Caribbean area. Went straight to Frontierland, which I believe we're probably going to be at the Frontierland post. Like I said, the pin trading is a very serious thing as of now. I would say over the last 10 years, it's really intensified. We just picked back up on it about 2 or 3 years ago. And I feel as if we're just kind of getting lost in the shuffle with all the pins that are out there. Like I said, pin trading itself is free to do. However, you do have to provide your own pins. And of course, Disney official pins are the greatest way to start with that. Like I said, there are some starter packs located in most gift shops, if not all gift shops. It's about 5 or 6 pins to start off with for about, like I said, anywhere from $35 to $45. Don't quote me on that price because those prices do fluctuate with the times, as of course the pins do get more popular. And there are what they call pin drops, which is when there are new exclusive pins that are being admitted into the pin family. Those pin drops have become a huge staple for those very, very adamant pin collectors. Typically, the pin event, or I should say the pin drop, is going to be at sometimes one local, or I should say one spot inside of each park. Here in the Magic Kingdom, I do believe it is only at the Trading Post here in Frontierland, right next door to Pecos Bills and the Country Bear Jamboree. Every park has a different spot for the pin drop, but you can definitely find those pins pretty much anywhere throughout your adventure. And as you can tell, we are still facing Frontierland's main walkway. If you can hear it, pretty sure you can. They are working very heavily over there at the old former area of Tom Sawyer's Island, making room for the newest addition to the Magic Kingdom, Piston Peak, which is going to be featured towards the Cars attraction. And also just beyond that, I believe, is going to be the Villains area. I think they're testing the space they have beyond the train tracks. It had some success when they did it with Tron. Of course, you know, Tron is the first attraction that is just beyond the train tracks that have existed for the Walt Disney World Company since 1971. I think they're going to do the same thing with the Villains area. And because I know that backstage area, I do know there's quite a bit of space back there. There was a road back there for cast members that they have since closed off over the last few years. And then, of course, I would expect that the Villains area will probably also extend to the back half of the Haunted Mansion. Even though I don't think you'll be able to see the back half of the Haunted Mansion, but backstage areas will probably be allocated for that as well. Kind of exciting. I'm excited to hear it. I'm excited for people to see it. Oh, she's got something special.
Oh, let me turn on the lens. Keith is here. Okay.
Oh, Keith. Welcome. Sorry. And once again, if you're coming to the chat,
you're not even going to be able to see that.
if you're coming into the chat,
Oh, never mind.
don't forget it. You're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. For those of you who are just now coming to the chat, be fully advised. I'm not ignoring you. I just won't be able to see the chat. I won't be getting my headphones on until we made a full lap around the park. And then I have you guys all to myself for the next 2 hours after 1 o'clock or so as we wait for the Main Street Philharmonic.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
Keith, I'm a new subscriber to your YouTube channel.
Oh,
Thank you, Keith.
thank you, Keith. Welcome.
Oh, gosh, thank you. Welcome to the chaos.
We got a new timer
A new timer.
here to This Time Daily. As you can tell, we are very chaotic. As I said before, I don't know if you caught on to it, I am a blind vlogger. I accompany my wife as she does pin trading throughout the Walt Disney World property. Tuesdays are made for the Magic Kingdom as of yet. Actually, I take that back. Today, as I said before too, is the last day that I'll be streaming here at the Magic Kingdom for at least the next 2 months or so. As I said before, I am a inactive Walt Disney World cast member on medical leave as they wait to place me somewhere. Hopefully they will place me somewhere.
You're not inactive.
I mean, I technically am because my ID won't work for backstage areas.
Well, you're still active though because you still get all the other perks.
Yeah, like I'm still a cast member, but yeah, so like I'm inactive as far as getting access to backstage areas, obviously. But I still get the perks of being a cast member, which of course I do appreciate 100% of the time. This is a battle that I've been going through since about 2019. It's really about, I should say there's a lot of back and forth on who's to blame for why I haven't been able to place anywhere. My doctor says I'm good to go. The only restriction, of course, is my mobility issues. As I am blind, I would say about less than 5% of my vision is available. So it is very bad depth perception. So it's best that I be in a stationary position. There are plenty of locations that do stationary positions, but because it's engulfed in a larger area, there are some tasks that I cannot perform. So it kind of makes it a conflict of I can do it, but I can't do all of it. So I can't be here.
Oh, Keith does live streaming from Disney too?
Oh, perfect. Well then, I will be sure. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, is it under? So if it's under this name, then I will gladly check out your channel. See what I'll listen to see what's going on in yours.
I'm so sorry.
We try not to. I would like to do rides, but sometimes, like I've said before, it's just sometimes difficult to get onto the rides if they have longer than 30-minute wait times. And I'm good. Okay. Like I said before, it's not that it's impossible. It's just not practical, especially with everything else that we're doing. I'm specifically here to be an acquaintance, to basically walk with my wife just to get me out of the house and to get me into the Disney vibe. I always say, no matter what type of day I'm having, once I get inside of a Disney park, everything is good. I wouldn't say I woke up in a bad mood, but I just kind of woke up just in a funk. But now we're here at the Magic Kingdom, and I can do nothing but be happy. I'm here with the music, here with the sights that I can't see, here with the smells, hearing everyone else have a great time.
I gotta get situated real quick.
All right. I heard a little guest when we were at Adventureland, very excited for his pin collection that he's going to be starting.
Aww.
That's kind of like the biggest thing. That's a bigger reason why I love coming to the parks on such a consistent basis. And it works even better with us living only about 15, 20 minutes away from all the magic, depending on traffic. And like I said, even though this will be the last Magic Kingdom live stream for the next 2 months or so, still have the opportunity of going to the other 3 parks while my cast member ID is blocked from entering into the Magic Kingdom. And who knows, we might even do maybe a round around a resort. Let people see what the resorts are like in real time. Seems like to be spring break is starting to pick up a little bit though, so we'll try to keep this vlog as simple as possible. One lap around the Magic Kingdom, and then stoking out some trash cams for the 3 o'clock parade.
Okay.
And we are moving on.
We are needing a tissue.
We are what now?
Needing a tissue because I keep sneezing.
Of course, like I said yesterday, we were live streaming at Epcot for the Flower and Garden Festival. That was actually our first time going to the Flower and Garden Festival. That started back on March 4th. We got to try 4 different dishes from 2 different booths. 2 was a I would say top 5 already, even though we only have 4. The other 2, I would definitely say try them out, but it's nothing I would break my neck to go do again. Except I would like to try the wrap with chicken instead of lamb. As you can tell by the differences in the music, and especially as I can tell, we went from Frontierland to Liberty Square real quick. Frontierland, obviously the home of only 2 attractions now, the Hall of Presidents and the infamous Haunted Mansion. Well, that one's like not a free. And then, of course, I would say Liberty Square being the smallest land in all of the Magic Kingdom, unless you count the circus as a land, even though it is not technically considered its own land. It's like an extension of New Fantasyland. Okay. Hey. And let us know in the chat if you remember the old school Disney World. Let us know what part of old school Disney World you remember the most. Every time I think of the Storybook Circus area, it always goes back to Mickey's Toontown Fair. And then for some people, even before that, it was Mickey's Starland. That is very faint in my memory books, but I do remember it very slightly, I guess you could say. That's one of the things that we like to do on this channel a lot too, is to memorialize some of the old school things that Disney used to have, no matter what park we are. Have not done it yet for Animal Kingdom as much because we have not. I've only done one live stream from Animal Kingdom, and that was just for our people watching video for that Wednesday, which is another thing we try to do on our, as far as regular videos. We try to do some walking tours, some ambient sounds, and of course, a new thing that I wanted to try out where it's people watching Wednesdays. I don't know if we'll have one this week because we were having some difficulties with uploading onto YouTube. But it's basically where we take the camera and we, for about 15 minutes or so, we just kind of sit down in a crowded space and let the people walk past. It's one of the things that I think that a lot of longtime Disney annual pass holders and people who visit quite often, they just like to sit and people watch. So that's for those people that like to get a little feel of Disney while they're sitting in their offices. Which again, like I've said this several times. Been a number of times that we've heard of the Ninja Watchers. One of our viewers from Rhode Island actually presented that phrase to me. Ninja Watchers are basically people that either watch without subscribing or they watch without even commenting, which I do notice that we do have quite a few people sometimes that are inside of our chat.
Keith says, I live in Florida and I also do live streams of trains. Oh, trains in Disney, so it's kind of a mix on my channel. That's cool. He said he was at the Garden Festival this past Friday and it was so packed.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
That's one of the reasons why we avoid going on, especially on the weekends. I'm not much. I used to be, when I back in my day, I was one of those ones that loved going doing stuff on the weekends. But I think that as I got into my 30s, I like to relax. I don't want to feel rushed. Packed crowds just make me feel a certain way. I think it's because when we deal with a packed crowd, we all know, let's be honest, there's always those people that don't know what they're doing that ruin it for the rest of the pack. And of course, with me being blind, it does make it a little bit more difficult to navigate through packed crowds. That's interesting though, because the trains are very, and that's what's so funny too. The trains are such a big thing here at Disney, and not that many people showcase the trains, especially now. Like, I know I say this every live stream of the Magic Kingdom, but if you didn't know, as of right now, the Walt Disney World Railroad is in shuttle mode as they are doing a lot of extensive work in the Frontierland area. Basically, the train, it goes from Main Street, then it goes backwards to Storybook Circus, then it goes forward back to Main Street, since it cannot do the full loop. It's a little bit better than previous years where the train was just not even available for over a year. I think one of my favorites, speaking of trains, I've always taken a liking to the trains, but the only spot that I really get a good look at the train is over at the Fantasyland Circus station. Especially when the train starts to go and they let all the steam out of that train on that one. And of course, if you didn't know, if anybody else is new here, just be advised, Fantasyland, special little space for us. It's actually where me and my wife met we met 13 years ago at Enchanted Tales with Belle, the attraction here in the new Fantasyland area. And then of course we started dating in 2014. All right, so a little sentimental value there for Fantasyland here for us. And of course, with that being said as well, our little ones definitely inbred into the Disney family. Our daughter, whose name is Calypso Belle, That name comprised of, at the time, I was working at Pirates of the Caribbean. And as just something to throw out there, I said, well, what do we just call it Calypso? It's unique. I didn't really think my wife would gravitate towards it, but it became a thing. And then her middle name is Belle because we started off at Enchanted of the Belle. And then a couple years later, during a different stint with the Walt Disney World Company, we had our son. A lot of memories with him as he took his first steps while we were staying at Caribbean Beach. Lots of memories that come to mind when it comes down to Disney. In case you didn't know, we also spent 1 whole month staying at the Pop Century Resort back in 2015. Long story short, we just took a time in the process of closing on one property, going to another, to stay at the Pop Century, which took a little bit longer than anticipated. And that's another reason why the Pop Century is our favorite resort to stay at. It's kind of like if all else fails, what's Pop Century look like? As you can tell, we're making great time already on our first lap. Even though, yes, we did skip the last half of Adventureland, it's really just the Pirates of the Caribbean area. I know, shame on us.
I had to get that pin.
I know.
I already have 2 of the 3
Of the new ones?
of this theater set.
Okay.
Well, I have 2 of 3 because I bought this one. I had 1 of 2, which meant I had to buy 2 of 3.
Gotcha. Once again, the pin training, definitely a very fun activity. Some people, not us, take it very seriously. These people are vultures out here. Just remember, it's all in fun. If you don't get the pin you want, just keep hunting. As I can tell right there, that's the 7 North Mine train that we're walking past. Like I said, I am a blind YouTuber. Basically, I'm just capturing surrounding noises to kind of get a sense of where we are. I would say at this point, we're definitely walking towards Bonjour Gifts and Gaston's Tavern.
Not yet. We're on.
So just on the other side of the bridge here. Turning.
We're not on the other side of the bridge yet.
I know, that's what it's Gonna be looking at the 7 North Mine train. Hopefully I'm pointing at you guys in the right direction to get the train coming down the hill. That was probably the quietest train I've heard in a long time. Standing right out front of the Be Our Guest restaurant. One of the most popular restaurants, I would say, back in the day. Probably still very popular now, even though they've had some significant changes over the last decade or so. This particular restaurant used to have a line that wrapped around both bridges. Sometimes that quick service lunch would be about an hour wait just to get inside. People would brave the heat just to do it, just to experience the castle on the inside. And the food was actually pretty good. And of course, for those of you who remember, as we always talk about some nostalgia when we come back here, where the 7 North Mine train sits right now was the bulk of where the former 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea sat. Most of this area back here was all 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and its backstage areas. I also remember someone telling me when I worked at the Little Mermaid attraction over here that at one point that actually shares the maintenance building. It was the same maintenance building for 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. That is the maintenance building for the Little Mermaid attraction. So that just shows you how massive 20,000 Leagues attraction was for this particular area. Hopefully we will not be out in the sun too much longer, as we do have to be fully aware that the devices do not do well in the sun. Well, I'm actually hoping that when we get back to Main Street that we'll be able to get some nice little shaded cover. Not likely, as the sun will still be very high. But we'll try to capture as much as we can. If you were here for one of our live streams where we tried to do as much as we could, I believe it was at the Magic Kingdom. The camera kind of took a crap on us as it overheated. Now, in case that does happen, I do have the backup gimbal, the original gimbal that has served us well for the past year.
So we were talking through the window.
And once again, you were here live, going on a Tuesday afternoon here in the Magic Kingdom. We're doing a quick lap walkthrough around the Magic Kingdom and check out some of the crowds. I haven't bumped into too many people as of yet, so it may be crowded, but it's under control. Like I said, we're doing one quick wrap around on this Tuesday as we make our way back to Main Street USA soon to stake our claim for the 3 o'clock parade. Once again, if you're new here, go ahead and like this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It's the easiest thing that you can do to help support our channel as we continue to grow. We've had an extensive amount of people added to our channel over the past month or so, 2 months now. Starting off 2026 with a nice little burst. Like I said, I am not ignoring the chat. We're just focused on the pin trading as of yet. And then once we get a rack around the Main Street and I get placed on the trash cam for our final spot, I'll be putting on the headphones so that I can communicate with the chat a little bit. Now, as I can clearly tell, since we've already walked through the back half of New Fantasyland, we've already walked past the very limited Storybook Circus as they're undergoing some refurbishment over there in Big Top Souvenirs, which is also where Pete's Sideshow is located, where you can meet some of the Disney characters in their circus attire. We are now heading right into the smack dab of Tomorrowland, as I can tell from the Tomorrowland Speedway off to my left. Pretty soon, when we get into the middle of Tomorrowland, you'll notice the loudness of the background noises. And here we are. It's only going to get louder as we get closer to the Astro Orbiter and the People Mover attraction. And of course, Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin still down for their refurbishment as they do some well-needed refurbishment to that attraction, some cleaning up, repainting, and also they're going to give us retractable guns. Very similar to Disneyland's version of the exact same attraction. Which, in my personal opinion, I think they should just change to a Monsters, Inc. attraction, since Disneyland's Monsters, Inc. attraction will be closing supposedly in the next year or so.
behind you and then scoot down.
All right, like I said too, we're just actively pin trading throughout the Magic Kingdom. There are several pin spots through every land inside the Magic Kingdom. I believe there's over 20 spots inside the Magic Kingdom. And from a customer we spoke to when we were at Epcot last week or so, there's over 25 spots at Epcot. Might be even more than that because, again, there is 11 countries, or I should say 10 countries that have pin boards. Then there's, of course, International Gateway, and, of course, the several locations that are located in front of World Showcase. Also, another fun thing that they do with the pin trading in certain locations, depending on the cast member, is they do have trivia opportunities. Sometimes those trivias, if you answer the question correctly, you do get sometimes an even more special pin. Who is it? Of course, as we stream, you'll probably notice other live streamers around the park, especially as we get into the spring break season. And of course, if you ever were to go to an opening day or opening weekend event, definitely all the vloggers will come out. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled. And if you're ever in Walt Disney World, okay. If you're ever in Walt Disney World, keep an eye out for us. We stick out like a sore thumb. We're going to take a moment to wash the screen here. And of course, as a note, since that's one of the things that my wife is doing, please make sure that you stay hydrated when coming out to the parks. Duck inside the AC as much as you can. That way your body does not overheat. I would follow that same advice, but I am subhuman. I barely drink water. I barely need shade. I barely take bathroom breaks. As I've always said, anything underneath 98 degrees is unacceptable, even though we're Team Jessica Simpson. Nicholas, Shea, get out of here. Once again, if you're just now tuning in, we're here live at the Magic Kingdom on a lovely Tuesday. My wife informed me it's going to be a high of 90 degrees. I definitely will be embracing all of that, even though most people will be seeking as much shade and shelter as they can. As we finalize our lap around the Magic Kingdom, coming back to the forefront of Main Street, USA, where we'll probably find ourselves a trash can to work that trash can. And of course, from what I understand too, the castle is nearly completed with its paint job, back to its original color, getting rid of the pink colorization that they put on for the 50th celebration. 50th celebration, which took place through the year of 2021 all the way to the year of 2022. And then, of course, an additional 4 years to paint it back to its original color. Also, from what I understand, there was also, they finished painting the rocks in Tomorrowland as well. All the little tidbits that most people would not even take a second look at. But of course, devoted Disney fans love every bit of coloring that they do. There are people out there that will even report the different paint schemes on doorways. That's pure dedication.
Vamos después del baño.
And we're also hoping at some point in the future, I would like to try to present 2 live streams a day in 2 different park locations with breaks in between. I believe we might just do them as sit-down ambiance, even though I will be chatting with people that do come into the chat. But if there are specific spots that you just want to have shown on your TV or computer screen, let me know. And we'll try to do that. Like I said, I accompany my wife to the parks for the ambiance. I don't necessarily have to walk around the parks with her.
What the heck is going on here?
I don't know. What do we got?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Before anything else, I would like to say also, one of our popular live streams back in the day was when I sat just outside the Haunted Mansion. All you guys did was look in the Haunted Mansion, and we just had a nice conversation about the parks in general. I figured since a lot of people do like ambiance videos that other YouTube channels do, why not we do the live look? Very similar to Matterhorn Cam and other things that people have put on YouTube. Like I think we saw one time a 24-hour live stream of rabbits just bouncing around, and 200 people were watching it. So it's like, wow, surely people want to watch some Disney ambiance. As you can tell, we're now in the main hub of Tomorrowland. Kind of a sensory overload, because there's different sounds, different music cues coming from all around. I kind of lose track of which way we're going when we get in this area. It's all part of the experience. As I said, as we finalize our loop around the Magic Kingdom, doing it the traditional way to us and many other people. Starting from Main Street USA, hooking left to Adventureland, getting all the lands as you come around the spokes. There's always a debate on whether people go to Adventureland first or to Tomorrowland, and the only right answer is through Adventureland. Unless, of course, Tron is the first thing you want to do. Then obviously you'd go through Tomorrowland that way. And of course, I remember the days where you could walk through the castle throughout the day, which is no longer a thing until later in the day, as they do have stage shows throughout. And of course, the characters and the dancers have to prepare using the castle. Ooh, that feels good. I can sense the cool breeze, which to me means that we're walking through the Tomorrowland Terrace, which is a former quick service restaurant that barely is ever open. Used to open on very, very busy days, but I haven't seen it open probably 10 years or so, maybe a little bit more. Now this area is pretty much reserved for the dessert party, which takes place during the fireworks. Separate ticket event is the dessert party, specifically for firework viewing and a vast array of desserts that you can have while waiting for the fireworks.
Let's use the ladies' room.
Okay. And of course, the main area in front of the castle, which had a huge transformation. What year was that? I would say back in, was it 2015, 2016? Maybe around that time. The main area around the front of the Magic Kingdom took on a huge overhaul as they cut down some of the path. There's a lot of pathways, a lot of shrubbery in different areas. If you remember, there were actually docks that sat close to the water, which is where the original swan boats used to be back in the 70s when the theme park first opened. They have since then pulled all that out, redirected all of it to get more foot traffic in, more standing space for the fireworks. So for those people that haven't been to Disney since, I would say prior to 2013, obviously it's a brand new park for anybody. It's actually a brand new park if you haven't been here since 2019. As the theme parks here are forever changing in such drastic ways over the last, I would say these theme parks since 2012 has undergone huge transformations. These are not the same parks that some of us grew up with by far. I think that people who are big fans of old school Epcot, they're already used to it. They're numb to all the differences that have happened over the last 15 years or so. It's more along the lines of when will it stop for the most part. But again, you got to keep the imagination going. The park should never be complete as long as there's an imagination to be created. I can completely agree with that. I actually have some ideas of my own. If I was an Imagineer, I think there would be a little bit more attention to certain things more than others. I think that's the only flaw that the company has right now. I think there's too many people that don't have that appreciation for the product as they should, rather than just wanting to make some changes and do their thing. I don't think that we should have intellectual property incorporated in everything. I kind of wish we could go back to creating an original ride that spawns a franchise of movies, much like with Pirates of the Caribbean, Haunted Mansion, things like that. Actually, that's actually one of the trivia questions. I believe the trivia question actually, let me think here. If I'm remembering correctly, there are 4 Walt Disney World attractions that spawned a movie. So not a movie that spawned the attraction, an attraction that spawned a movie. In the comments down below, can you name the 4 attractions that spawned a movie based off of the ride? So the ride came first, or the attraction, should say the ride or the show came first, then the movie was in honor of that. I would say 3 of them are fairly simple. One of them, you really would have to dig into that Disney library to remember that that it was actually a movie. And then hopefully my wife might be able to read in the chat down below when she comes back. If not, once we're placed at the trash can, I will see who can give me the answers. I asked a question about which 4 which 4 attractions were before the movie.
Oh, okay. Now, it's 12:35. Is it too early for you to?
Nah, I can go to the trash can. That way you can get another.
If I could find something in the shade, though, that's the problem.
Well, I mean, I can always hover over it for the most part. I mean, right now, the sun, even though it's 12:35, so high noon, I mean, I don't know what side of Main Street gets the shade eventually anyway. Because remember, everyone always whores on one side because as the sun starts to go over. So what is it? So the sun rises in the east, sets in the west. So if we're on the west side of the street.
Reed says Pirates, yes.
Pirates, yes, that's one. And actually, to make it even easier, it's not even specific to Walt Disney World because Disneyland also has or had the same attractions. And of course, at this time, most of you should have been able to Google the answer. So I'm pretty sure some of our previous trivias have had Googled answers. They've been Googled. You've been bamboozled. Well, that feels good. Nice. Swinging around.
Right there. Take a step back. You want the one with the pole is on your right?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, let's see. Waiting for all the traffic to go. Oh, Winnie the Pooh.
Well, actually, that would be, you would think, but the actual book was actually written well before the movie was.
Wait, but what was the question?
Well, so would you consider that?
What attraction came
which
before
attraction
the movie?
came before the movie?
So yes?
No, because Winnie the Pooh came out in the Winnie the Pooh movies came out in the 80s, 70s, and the 80s, I think.
There were Winnie the Pooh movies in the 80s? Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't know that.
And plus, there was also the TV show and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I knew the TV shows. Can I see the... All right, are you wanting the trash can? This is the trash can that you're on.
Oh, is that the only one?
No.
Which?
The pole is by the trash can. No.
Oh, then that should be fine. And which way am I facing? Castle's that way?
No.
That way? Okay.
Yeah. Rides before movies.
Yes, rides before movies. So yes.
I think
I confused myself.
Yeah, but he is saying that the ride did come before the movie.
Well, which movie we're talking about? Because I remember a Winnie the Pooh movie in the 90s. Not the Heffalump and the Tigger movie, because the attraction, when did they build the attraction? Mr. Toad Raw Ride closed in 98. And I think the attraction here at Disney World came out in 99. I think there was already the Winnie the Pooh and Tigger movie that came out. I think that came out in 96 or 97.
No, they're...
Well, let me get my...
They still look more fake.
If it is, if I stand corrected, then I will count it.
Oh, are you sure, Kelly? 2011 is when Winnie the Pooh movie came out. Just come around with that. A Walt Disney Animation Studios film in 2011.
Oh wow! Well then, shoot, I remember. I mean, the Tigger movie was well before that.
Well, yeah, but the ride isn't the Tigger ride.
Well, no, but I know there was a Winnie the Pooh movie before the Tigger movie.
Let's see. Oh, well, no, that's not a... The Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh in 1977. Was that, what was that?
I think that was the TV show. Only reason I also debate that too is because I know Winnie the Pooh's been around since. Well, you said Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh 77?
Released dozens of Winnie the Pooh films in 77 to modern movies like Christopher Robin in 18 and direct-to-holiday specials. Yeah, this is saying there wasn't a movie until 2011.
Well, that's
But
interesting.
I googled Winnie the Pooh, not Tigger. But that's what this is saying.
Well, that would also be weird too, because why would Winnie the Pooh get a? Why would Tigger get a movie before Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah, I am not sure about that one. But if you Google Winnie the Pooh movie, it does come up Winnie the Pooh 2011.
And I don't even know what movie that would be.
The Tigger movie came out in 2000.
Okay.
Piglet's movie was 2003. Humpalump, Heffalump was 2005.
Okay.
And Winnie the Pooh.
All right. Well, while we're on with the continuous debate of that, I'd like to tell everyone, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Let's get as many likes as we can. I would like to see at least 40 likes by the end of this video. We have until about 3:30, 3:45 before we get to that. Let's help our channel grow a little bit more. We've staked our claim here, right here on Main Street, USA, waiting for the 3 o'clock parade now, right in front of the nifty trash can. I will try to
Get
keep.
another drink.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I will try to keep the device as cool as I possibly can. Sun will start to kind of fall on the wayside. Let me get a swig.
The sun is not going to fall by the wayside.
I mean, well it's, at this point, it'll either go farther west.
Jungle Cruise, yes.
Yes.
Cruise Out, the ride was based on the 1977 movie. Okay, all right, so now we're all on the same page.
Oh, what happened there? Oh, that was yours.
Oh, that's mine.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I never really knew what to constitute as a movie too, because back in the 60s and 70s, anything shown in theater was considered like a movie.
Okay, are you saving the backpack here so I can stand there when I get back, or no?
I can. I didn't know if you were gonna try to come back for the parade or not, because it's gonna be a match. Oh, sorry.
I probably will.
Okay.
Okay, can you read the screen now? Are you good?
Yeah, I got it. I'm good.
Okay. All right, I'll be back.
All right. So she's going to make her rounds without any distractions from me. I do have my headphones in, so feel free to chat away. I'll try to keep up with as much as the chat as I can. Just forgive me if the camera's moving around or if you see my fingers. Oh, yes, and I'm sorry. Jungle Cruise, that was one. Pirates of the Caribbean. I'll go ahead and I'll count Winnie the Pooh. Because, again, even though 1977, yes, there were some films, but they weren't feature-length films, kind of like what we're used to today. But I will say that there are at least 2 more attractions that I know for a fact were part of the trivia question. One of which, I'll give you a hint on one of them. One of the movies, there are 2 versions of the movie. They aren't sequels of each other. I think the biggest hint, that would be the dead giveaway if you are a fan. That's it, Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion is the other movie, and I stand corrected. Actually, there are 2 movies based off the Haunted Mansion solely, and then of course there's the Muppets Haunted Mansion. There is one more attraction that is, and I'll give you a hint on this one. It's not a ride per se, it's an actual show. It is a show that previously was located at Disneyland. It is now only at Disney World. And then one last hint is that this show just had a remodeling, a refurbishment with all new songs. Yes, when I had that question, that's exactly what I had to do. I had to basically think of everything around the park. And like I said, when I finally got the last one, I completely forgot that there was a movie based off this attraction. And then, of course, when I did realize it, I'm just like, it wasn't a great movie. It didn't get a lot of good reviews, but it's still an attraction. It was an attraction first before it became a movie. I do hear the Dapper Dans doing one of their sets behind us. Typically, the Dapper Dans sometimes are kind of doing their thing on the trolley as the horse pulls it along the way, but I think they've refrained from that since the colder temperatures that we had a couple weeks ago. And I think that it's probably just a little too hot for the horses. I do believe they bring them out sometimes earlier in the day, but obviously they don't want to work the horses too much. We actually had the opportunity of going to see, we stayed at Fort Wilderness this past Christmas, and we got to go to the ranch where they have the horses. We got to learn a lot about the horses. We also had the opportunity of learning of the extensive training that they do. Those horses are trained to the T. Yes. Yes, Country Bear Jamboree. Sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat there as the vehicle is driving past. Country Bear Jamboree. Not a well-known movie. I've only seen it once, and I think I only saw it because I was a fan. And of course, the new transformation of the Country Bear Jamboree, which I do believe, when did they do that? Has it already been? Did they do it in 2024? I don't even remember when that opened. Like I said, hard to believe all the things that have changed throughout the years here in Disney World. Like I said, we have staked our claim here. We're going to be here for the duration of the rest of the live stream. That's right. That means it is only 12:30. We're going to be here for 3 hours. This shows my endurance and dedication to getting you a good spot for the 3 o'clock parade. Again, my wife is trying to get as much pin trading as she can. She's a huge, huge pin trading fan since we've found our old collection. And there's so many cool pins that come out now. And she's just trying to complete those sets, as well as trying to get some pins for our kids. Our kids are also really big into pin trading. We do bring them occasionally on the weekends, typically on Saturdays, just specifically for pin trading. We are a family that just enjoys being around Walt Disney World. We don't even have to necessarily do anything, in case you haven't noticed. Very little rides are done. As I've said before, I would like to do more rides, but sometimes the wait times do get above 30, 35 minutes. I do get extreme vertigo as the day goes on, if I'm not too familiar with the queue line.
Here, we're gonna go next to you. All right.
Like I said, I will try to keep our devices as cool as possible, as it might get a little dangerous here in the trash can view, as the trash can is going to get a little hot as well. Hopefully the sun will move on rather quickly. This is going to be that time frame where also you're probably not going to see too many live streamers out and about in the park throughout the day. They'll usually be here for rope drop, and then they'll be taking plenty of breaks throughout the day. I want to bring you guys as much as we can in the sunlight as we can. temperatures permitting. Hopefully we're also going to get a good view of the castle for you guys in case there are any of the stage shows that take place. And once again, if you're new here and if you're watching, go ahead and like this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you can. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. Like I said before earlier in the video, I do understand we have a lot of ninja watchers. Ninja watchers being people that are not logged into accounts or they're watching from their offices, their cubicles. We had some success a few months back, I would say early part of last year. I got wind of a lot of our northeastern watchers, Rhode Island, New Jersey. Any of you people up there, welcome in. Of course, we're having some lovely weather. I don't even catch up with the weather that takes place up north. I do know there's some tornadoes that took place in Texas and my home state of Michigan. I do understand there is some still cold weather in some parts of the north. We unfortunately have bypassed our cold spell. We're only going up, up, up from here. I think one of our lows is going to be 70 degrees. That is right on track to what Florida should always be. All right, now, while we're here, while we're waiting, we have a lot of time in between. We should have a castle show that should be presenting itself here in the near future. There also should be some street entertainment starting to make its way down. We're expecting the Main Street Philharmonic to make its way at some point as well before we actually get a lot of activities underway. Just want everybody to take a moment to look at some of the people traffic that's making their way around Main Street, USA. As I said several times before, typically around this time frame between 1 and 3, you get a nice transition of people that are making their way either in or out of the parks for park hopping or rest times, especially after the lunch time. Between 11 and 1 o'clock is typically when everybody makes the mad dash for their lunch reservations. And then at this point in time, there's a nice transition, people going back to their resorts to take a dip in the pool. Oh my. Okay.
Okay, so he got them all. Jungle, Mansion,
Yep.
Country Bear.
He had to work his way around the park.
Yeah, that's fair. We just don't look at numbers today. I don't know why.
It's still early. All right, so as of right now, we've been streaming for 1 hour. 1 whole hour. There's just one lap around the park. Didn't even take that long, actually. But we're going to be here working the corner. Staking our claim for the 3 o'clock parade.
All right, I'll be back.
Okay. Going to talk to you guys a little bit about spring break as we start to enter into the first waves of spring break. I did hear word that Miami is seeing some spring break crowds come in. It's very interesting because Miami and most of Florida's beaches took a little break from spring breakers, and they paid for it financially, as our economic standpoint was not really that great for the past 2 or 3 years. Between Pensacola, Daytona, Miami, and Fort Lauderdale, took a huge dip in tourism, which also affected Disney World over the last few years. I noticed quite a big dip in tourism in the year of 2023 and 2024, which was very unique because I do believe in 2023, we had, of course, Memorial Day and Labor Day was big weekends. I think that was the same year that I think the 4th of July was either on a Monday or Tuesday. So they were expecting a big weekend for that, and it was not that. It was actually the opposite. I remember we actually went to the park on Memorial Day, and literally Magic Kingdom was empty. And I remember going to Universal Studios on the 4th of July, another very empty park day. Park actually didn't start to pick up anything until about 2 p.m. when we were already done. So we'll soon see what the numbers play off with here this year for summer break. I think they're expecting a lot, even though the crowds are pretty nice, but it's definitely not like what it used to be. And speaking of those crowds,
okay, folks, as we slowly approach Town Square.
I'd like to take a moment to recognize some of the featured resorts that have been making its way into my recommendations on YouTube feeds. Of course, the All-Star resorts have seen some have been getting major attention over the last month or so between different YouTube influencers focusing on the All-Star resorts. All-Star resorts, of course, features three versions. There's All-Star Sports, All-Star Music, and All-Star Movies. In that order. The All-Star Music Resort is the only All-Star resort that features suites accommodations. As far as value resorts go, it's the basics you can get out of that, but it's a great way to start your vacation if you've never been to Walt Disney World before. I always encourage people to start from a lower level and work their way up. And sometimes you'll find that you actually like the lower level accommodations better than the higher value. When it comes to a personal level, even though I've stayed at a handful of different style of resorts, I will definitely say that Pop Century is one of our favorites. It's just very simple, very affordable, and of course it has a lot of the luxuries that the major resorts do, especially with the brand new Skyliner. Or I shouldn't say brand new, it's been around since 2019. But the Skyliner does add a little bit of a different touch to that value. Fast Pass Radio. Fastly late as ever, Fast Pass. Fastly late as ever. We've already done one lap around the Magic Kingdom. As I said, we've been streaming for just over an hour now, and I'm going to be here for the long haul. My wife is off doing her pen trading, and we got this nice breeze coming through, so that'll be very helpful to the equipment, as I assume that the sun should be, I don't want to say setting, but should be relaxing a little bit as it starts to go over to the sides of the buildings here. Still probably in the direct sunlight, but this is where we'll be for the duration of today's live stream, as we have a slow start with some no technology issues as of yet, but the day is still early. Hopefully, as time goes on, I'm going to try to do some freestanding with our newest gimbal. Hopefully, our newest gimbal will not overheat like it did the last time, and hopefully, I will be able to eventually give the microphone a break as we get closer to the parade. Maybe if my wife does come back and join us, I'll put the fuel rod to the phone as to keep the stream alive. We will be streaming here all the way until about 3:30 or so. Waiting for, again, like I said, the 3 o'clock parade as we do every Tuesday for the time being. Actually, I take that back. Because like I said, we will not be streaming for the Magic Kingdom for the next 2 months, as I will be blocked as a cast member. They do block cast members when it comes to the peak holiday season, this being the spring break season. They want to make sure that the park is full to capacity with the paying customers, not its loyal cast members. But that's a side bitter note that I will not speak of, as Big Brother's always watching. There's probably a camera right above my head. As you can tell, Castle Show happening in the distance. Of course, we try to stay a little farther back away from the Castle Show, as it's come to our attention that we do get a lot of copyright claims with the Frozen part of the attraction. Hopefully, as the Frozen part comes up, I will be able to keep some sort of a conversation going. Let me know in the chat down below if you are seeing a good view of the castle so far. As always, I'm a blind YouTube vlogger. The camera has been placed, but it's not a guarantee it's going to be a good view, as people do tend to stand in the way. This should be, hold on, let's see. I'm thinking there should be one other castle show, probably just around 2 o'clock or so, before we actually get the activities started in preparation for the 3 o'clock parade. Whew, man. Already been live. I'm just checking some of our stats here. Already been live for just over an hour and 20 minutes, going on an hour and a half. I'm here for the long haul. I'll be standing right here in this. I'll be standing here right here at this location for the next, let's see, 2 hours. Now, when it comes to your spring break vacation, I always say people should always do their research, figure out what resort is going to work best for you. I always think of it as if you're coming here for something specific, make sure you know which resorts you want to stick to for those specific events. Again, if you are prioritizing Magic Kingdom for any of the Christmas parties or the Halloween parties, I would definitely focus on, of course, the deluxe resorts. Sorry. I would definitely focus, like I said, on the deluxe resorts if it's within your budget. Of course, the top tier deluxe resort being the Contemporary Resort, which is within walking. Well, of course, there are 2 resorts that are actually within walking distance of the Magic Kingdom. The Contemporary Resort being the closest, followed by the Grand Floridian, which has probably about a 15-minute walk compared to the probably 6-minute walk that the Contemporary has. And the reason I prioritize those is because, of course, if you've ever tried to leave the Magic Kingdom at night or during a very heavily trafficked time, it's always better to just walk it. And of course, if it was my personal choice, I would say a nice all-around resort to stay at would be one of the Port Orleans resorts, specifically Port Orleans French Quarter. I would say it's the simplest resort to stay at as far as moderates go. Also, it's also simple because it only has one mode of transportation primarily, and that is the buses. It's the best way to remember. If all else fails, if you're going to any of the Walt Disney World theme parks, it's only a bus that you can access from there. The boat that they do have does give you access to Disney Springs, so it's also a big bonus. And plus, like I said, Port Orleans is one of the few resorts that are centered right in the middle of everything, really. You're minutes away from Epcot, minutes away from Hollywood Studios, probably about 5 minutes away from Animal Kingdom, 5 minutes away from Disney Springs, and of course, probably no more than 10 minutes away from the Magic Kingdom. And like I said, it's the simplest way of getting to and from the Disney parks because it's only buses that serve the Disney theme parks at the Port Orleans Resort. I also would recommend Pop Century, Art of Animation, and Caribbean Beach, which are also very easily centrally located, but they do get a little complicated if you haven't been to Disney in a while or at all, because they do have the Skyliner, which provides transportation to 2 of the Walt Disney World parks. Maybe one day we'll do a nice breakdown of all the theme parks and the resorts. All right, I'd like to thank everyone that is coming in, stopping by, leaving a chat, leaving a like, subscribing to the channel if you have not. We've had an abundance of new subscribers over the last month or so. If you've been around our channel, we have rapidly climbed very much over the last 2 months. Hopefully we'll continue that growth, as I'm hoping to get to at least 1,500 subscribers by the end of this month. So we really got to put in some work. And it's going to be a little difficult, like I said, this being our last live stream from the Magic Kingdom, at least for the next 2 months, as I will be blocked from entering into the Magic Kingdom. But I will have access to Epcot, Animal Kingdom, and Disney's Hollywood Studios. And we might even do the occasional live stream, who knows, as we maybe can go over to some of the Disney resorts and check out that for those spring break crowds, those Easter crowds. Also getting ready for the summer. Hold on a minute. Also to remember the summer activities, as I've stated in previous live streams, they're going to be bringing back the water park option for your check-in day when staying at a Disney resort. I believe that starts May 28th. Basically, if you have a Walt Disney World stay coming up on your check-in day, you do have access to the 2 water parks, Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon, that will be opening both at the same time for the summer once again, like they did last year. Something that they haven't done in, I would say, the better part of 20 years, having both water parks open at the same time. And basically what I mean by it, that check-in day is on the day that you check in, you have access for your entire party of your room to go into a water park for free. Now, there has been some issues with that because sometimes, due to people's travel arrangements, they do not get into Florida until later in the afternoon, in which they can't capitalize on that water park option. My tidbit to that would be to book a double stay. Basically, by saying that, I mean that if you're staying for 7 days, go ahead, check in, give yourself 2 days, and then book another stay with another resort. That still counts as a check-in day. It does tend to be a little bit of a headache because you will have to pack up your bags and go to either a different room unless you can arrange to have the same resort. But in that instance, you do get a brand new check-in day. So then while you're waiting for that new room to become available, you can make it a day at a water park. I will say too, also definitely ask the front desk if you need any assistance with it. I would definitely say do the split stay, come in for your vacation, and then pick a different resort to stay at or pick the same resort to stay at. I think that the most accommodating thing you could do is to have your bags packed, drop them off at luggage services at the front of your resort, go about your water park day, and then when your new resort is ready, you can either have your luggage sent to your new resort so that it may be there waiting for you when you get there, or you can simply just pick it up from the luggage services at the resort you were at. Gives you an opportunity to check out multiple resorts at the same time. Of course, since I am kind of plugging in those value resorts, what better way to do that would be to come in, stay their first 2 days at All-Star Movies, probably my favorite of the All-Star resorts. Get in your first initial bust of the Disney vacation, and then after that, switch over to Pop Century. Get to enjoy both value venues. Or if you want to be a big spender, go ahead and stay at All-Star Movies for your first day, and then do a double dip and stay at one of the moderate resorts for the duration of your second stay. And of course, the moderate resorts do have bigger rooms than, of course, the value resorts, but I definitely highly recommend the Pop Century for the value resorts. I definitely recommend the Port Orleans resorts for your moderates, and of course, you can't go wrong with your deluxes, whether it be Contemporary, Wilderness Lodge, even the Polynesian, and of course, there are quite a few more resorts as well that pertain to that. And of course, if you're fortunate enough to be one of the luxurious DVC members, those are always a good time. There's some specific resorts as far as DVC that I would love to stay at. We're not at that point yet. However, with the support of this channel, please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Every bit of support does help the channel as we grow. Hopefully to get to that point where we can take those nice times and show you all the things that Disney has to enjoy. Also, I'm hoping to hear from some of the other people that commented on some of the previous videos that wanted to be moderators. I'll definitely be able to make them moderators from the live chat if they do show up. Hopefully they'll be here. Like I said, we're sticking our claim. We're working our corner right here on Main Street, USA, getting ready for the 3 o'clock parade. Yes, we have a long ways to go, but I'm in here for the long haul. Of course, I'm showing my endurance by standing here for probably the next 2.5 hours or so in this 80-degree day, climbing into the 90s. 10% chance of rain probably happening later today, if it happens at all. As I've always said, here in Florida, if it's under 40%, it's not even worth my time to bring an umbrella. If it's over 50%, then that's a little bit risky. So be advised. If it's 70% chance of rain, be advised that you're going to be smack dab in the middle of a torrential downpour. As I could tell from the music in the distance, I don't know if you guys are having a good view of it. Let me know in the chat down below if you can see the castle show from this point. I could tell that the Olaf scene is happening, which means that the Frozen song should be happening pretty soon. Followed by a big musical exit. Hopefully, we'll see if the pyro is taking place because I don't believe they do the pyro during the first half of the day, as they are still repainting the castle back to its original color. So they do have the cranes in play. The infamous cranes of Walt Disney World back in the heyday. Those cranes were notorious for being photobombers to everyone's pictures throughout the holiday season, as they would be preparing to hang the Christmas lights from the castle. They have since then stopped that practice, as now they just apply a little bit of visual magic to the castle for those late night lighting effects. Of course, the castle, like I said, going back to its original coloring after a very long stint of it being pink in celebration of the 50th celebration, which started back in 2021. Of course, the celebration lasted about 18 months, so it ended in the later part of 2022 going into 2023. And then, of course, took them another 3 years for them to get to paint the castle back to its original color. Of course, this pink castle is not as bad as the castle back when it had the 25th anniversary, where it was that horrible, horrible birthday cake. I'm going to try to talk over the music a little bit more so that we don't get that copyright strike, because it did pick up on it the last time we live streamed, and if you were here for Epcot video yesterday, it surprisingly picked up on 30 seconds of the Figment ride that we got to do. One of the biggest struggles about having our YouTube channel is, of course, trying to navigate through some of the copyrights. On top of the fact that there's so many things I would love to do with this channel, but I'm very restricted due to the disability. Of course, if you did not know, I was struggling with glaucoma back in 2013, which gradually took away my vision, completely knocking it out after I contacted COVID in 2021. I have been working with less than 5% vision in my left eye, which was my good eye at the time. So as of now, I'm just partaking in Disney for the sounds, the ambiance, accompany my wife as she does some pin trading throughout the day, throughout the week while our kids are in school. And then, of course, we do take our kids out to the pin trading sometimes during the weekend. They are not as big into the parks. I think they've been spoiled because they've been born and raised. It's not to say that they don't enjoy going. It's just that's not like the number one on their list of things to do. I think that we have theme parked them out between having passes. They have annual passes to Disney. We all have annual passes to Universal Studios. So there's always somewhere that we are. We used to have passes to SeaWorld. We have since then let those go as SeaWorld is turning into more of a thrill park, and our kids are not quite ready for all the roller coasters that are there. I will say, though, like I said, because of because of me being blocked here at the Magic Kingdom for the foreseeable future, at least for the next 2 months during the spring break and Easter crowds. Don't know what we're going to do for our Tuesday streaming. I think that we've hinted to ourselves about going to Universal Studios. We actually haven't done a live stream at Universal Studios in, I would say it's been about a year. I think that we did a live stream at Universal Studios before we even got monetized. So I think it's time to go back and check out those attractions. I think it's different to go to Universal Studios because we're not expected to get a ride there since physically we can't. Once again, if you are tuning in, go ahead and like this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you can. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. Every little bit of support does help. We are staking our claim. We are working this corner here on Main Street, USA, as my wife is pin trading around the parks one more time. We're setting up our spot for the 3 o'clock parade, 3 o'clock Festival of Fantasy Parade to be exact. As of right now, we are seeing the last part of the castle show take place before we get to the big finale. If you see the cranes in the distance, it'll be interesting if the pyro is going off, but if the cranes have been retracted, then there may be some pyro happening. One of the perks about being here in Florida is the fact that we get fireworks all day long, no matter how close they build all these new developments around the Magic Kingdom. As I said, if you're just stopping in to say hi or stopping in, give us a big thumbs up if you can. I think that our next live stream will be coming maybe from Epcot for Flower and Garden once again on Friday. It's kind of up in the air what happens on tomorrow. Thursday, we will not be available as one of our children has a field trip. If I was to pop in, it would just be for a non-video live stream chat, depending on what's going on in the situation. I'm sorry, I'm not even paid. I'm blacking out. Fast Pass, where is who going? I even forgot what I just said. As you can tell by the silence, I do believe some of the Main Street vehicles have docked for the duration of the day. I do believe the Main Street vehicles do stop operating around 2 o'clock as they do prepare for, they're the first ones to go as they prepare for the 3 o'clock activities to begin. I would imagine that backstage area does get a little bit cluttered between the trolley, the Main Street vehicles, and of course the oncoming parade vehicles. Once the finale of the show does take place, I will take a moment to pay tribute to one of the biggest inspirations for everybody to have a YouTube channel, especially those who vlog every detail of their life. The late Adam LeWoo, which we did see the tribute to Adam LeWoo that took place just a couple days ago out there in Garden Grove, California. I believe it's the second celebration of life. The first one happening here in St. Cloud, his hometown, for a better part of his life. also the home of his parents. We did watch the live showing of that celebration of life. Let's see, we got some pyro. Boom! Perfect. As you can tell from the right-hand side, that is a very enthused photo pass photographer, getting everybody psyched up for their day. As I said, I want to take a moment. I didn't want to put in the title because I don't want this to be. I don't want to be one of those people that puts Adam in the title to get the clicks and the views. More of a private session. I did not have the honor of meeting Adam in person. We have passed by Adam quite a few times, whether in the parks or in Celebration, as he did have a home in Celebration. Of course, our kids go to Celebration, so we found ourselves crossing paths with Adam in the distance. He actually shopped at the same supermarket that we would stop in sometimes. Adam was a pretty big deal for a lot of people who are into streaming, who are into YouTube videos, especially those with Disney content, traveling content. Adam was probably a big inspiration for a lot of those people. I believe he had over 1 million followers between 2 different YouTube channels. I'm not surprised that a lot of people don't know who Adam DeWoo is. But we did see the tribute in its entirety, and I do know there are several different off-brand tributes that many of those YouTubers have decided to document in of itself. Like I said, it was weird when we got the news of Adam's passing. Adam passed back in December. We were actually staying at Fort Wilderness. I believe he passed, or he was found deceased the day that we checked in. It was a pretty interesting moment because it's somebody that you've watched almost every day for over a decade in some cases. You rooted for him secretly, because he's the guy that traded it all for a dream. It's been well documented that well over 10 years ago, he sold all his possessions and traveled by van to various parts around Florida and later on the country and then later on the world, documenting all of his activities. I do believe he has a record for the longest consecutive streams in a 5-year period. At one point, he was streaming every day with very few or no breaks in between. As many people will say, and as I will even say, big inspiration to being on YouTube, and of course, an even bigger inspiration to just go ahead and doing whatever it is you feel like doing. Doesn't matter if you have 1 person watching or 100 people watching or 1,000 people watching. Do what you want to do and document it. I would say that I'm at ease with Adam's passing. I think I was more devastated at the people that I know that he's had an impact on. I think when you've got somebody special when you're more I would say worried about the people that were close to him. Of course, his mom, his dad, various YouTubers that have a very close relationship with him. Of course, you always want to know why. You always are sad that it was Adam that had to go. But then, of course, then you start to worry about, again, Justin, Provost Park Pass, those popular California YouTubers, the guys that are local here to Florida, World of Micah. Of course, Tim Tracker here in Florida as well. It was very surreal watching his celebration of life over there in Garden Grove, California the other day. Because it's one of the few times that you get to see some of your favorite YouTubers, some of your favorite live streamers all collectively in the same place at the same time. And then you realize all the little things that Adam does is kind of like impacted by your life now. All the little verbiage that he would use. His furthering of always calling every flower a petunia. In my take, that's in honor of his mom, because his mom was really big on flowers. So he would always say, "Are those petunias?" when pointing at a flower, knowing that his mom would always correct him. One of our favorite instances is when he took his mom to the Flower and Garden Festival, and he pointed at a specific flower that he knew weren't petunias, and you hear his mom say, "No." Yeah, we all know Adam. I think that I know not everybody is into the YouTube the way a lot of people are. I think that if you have watched YouTube, if you've watched a Disney video of any kind, you know who Adam Lulu is. Big part of the YouTube community, like I said before. But very surprisingly too is his friendship with people you would never think he'd have relationships with. I would say that the big surprise was when he had, Thomas Wilson was a good friend of Adam Lulu. Thomas Wilson, if you did not know, is the legendary Biff from the Back to the Future series, Back to the Future movies. One of the most underrated actors, as I've always said. He is the guy, what is he? He plays 6 different versions of the same character in 3 Back to the Future films. Very undeserving attention that he just doesn't get. But I found it hilarious when Adam was in California and just befriended Biff at a baseball game. And then Biff was always full of surprises, actually picking up Adam as his Uber, which of course was a gag. But I think that Adam is definitely an inspiration to why I just need to keep doing what I'm doing. Whether I'm giving you the best content that we can, which is very little. Like I said, I'm a blind vlogger. I'm just happy that anybody and everybody shows up to our live streams or any of our content that we've had in the past. Like I said, the fact that we started off with no subscribers while posting very little that we could, and then slowly but surely climbing up. So we got to about 50 subscribers, and we did know, that was like the first goal, was to be at 50 subscribers so we could do the live streams. Because the live stream is where I wanted to be. It's where I thrive. I don't want to deal, obviously, with me being blind. Can't deal with the editing. I don't want to put that burden on my wife. So the live stream is probably the easiest thing to do because all you need is a camera and a voice, and obviously I have that. Probably one of the most vocal live streamers that you'll find, even though I do like to give you guys breaks from time to time, so don't mind the occasional quiet. And of course, even though I do find myself repeating myself quite a bit, as always, like and subscribe to the channel. Helps us out every which way it can. I do find myself reciting the same thing over and over again just in case you missed it. But it does at least keep the video alive and well without those dead silences that most people do in their videos. And like I said, Adam is a great inspiration for me to just keep on going. One of the biggest, as you can tell by what we've been doing and what we've accomplished in the first 2 months of 2026, having a few steady streams throughout the week, I would like to dedicate as much as I can to live streaming in the park, especially when my wife does pin trade. One of the things that I slacked for the better part of 2025 is, being very fearful of not being able to provide the same content as everybody else does. And at the same time, just letting my wife go to the parks by herself and do her pin trading while I just mope around the house for the most part. And then I decided to get my butt in gear. Try to do as many live streams as I can. And then, of course, when we found out that Adam passed, like we said, just before the Christmas holiday, it was more like, we gotta do something. I gotta do something. I can't sit around and not do YouTube. But like I said, I'm sorry, I got distracted with all the side conversations around me. Like I said, with Adam, it was just kind of like at this point, I was just like, okay, well, there's no excuse for me not to have something on YouTube. Not every day. I mean, as much as I would love to do it every day, I think that visually I cannot give you anything to look at. So I'll try to be as vocal as I can. I would like to spread off into doing a podcast, even turning some of these videos into a podcast form until I get maybe some sort of an audience to specifically go into podcasting. That way I'll try to cover many topics that aren't Disney related. That's kind of the goal that I have for the rest of 2026 as we try to navigate through this lovely, lovely roller coaster ride called life. Be sure to lower your lap bar and get ready for this ride as we go through this time daily and all the chaos that ensues. Like I said, with Adam, there's no excuse as to not be putting out something, even if it's just a small live stream. Like I said, if I'm not going to give you, if I'm not going to present to you any videos on a regular basis, I at least want to present live streams on a regular basis. One of the things that we have been talking about in the future is, of course, my wife would like to go back to park hopping and doing 2 parks, obviously for her pin trading, so that she's not exhausting the pin traders in one park. If we do that in the near future, then I would definitely like to expect everyone to see 2 live streams throughout the day. Hopefully we'll be able to get something early in the morning for those of you who wake up that early. And then, of course, we'll still have our later afternoon live stream, which will probably consist of a lot of people watching and just a conversation. Kind of like what we've seen in previous videos. If you've ever seen, we've done some live streams where we just sit in front of the main entrance gates of Epcot looking at Spaceship Earth. And of course, there were previous live streams where all I did was sit right in front of the Haunted Mansion. I would like to do that again, as the Haunted Mansion is a great visual. I could tell that people are starting to accumulate here on Main Street. The 3 o'clock parade is becoming a bit more popular than it has been before. I mean, I remember there was a time where you could walk right on Main Street at 2:55 and get a spot. Well, not so much. Actually, the last couple times we've been here on Main Street USA, people have even tried to impede on my territory. Work in the same corner. Feel a little too close to comfort in some cases, but of course I don't budge. I'm 6 feet tall, 240 pounds. That's a lot of mass to be moving. But that's another reason why I try to stake my claim very early for the parade spots. And I always try to pick that trash can view.
All right, we're going to the teacups.
Oh, the camera's probably shaky because I'm actually going through the chat, and every once in a while the phone likes to reset, so I have to go through all the chats. I have to go through all the chats when the chat wants to reset itself. So that if you do see the phone shaking a little bit, that's probably me navigating through the chats. I do have my voiceover on, I do have my headphones on, so I have to go through each chat individually as it reads it one by one until I get to the end. However, though, to answer the previous question, it does have a bit of a breeze. Probably the benefit of standing right here in the back part of Main Street USA is getting that breeze as the sun does try to hide behind some clouds. Still a beautiful day today. It's supposed to be a high of about 90 degrees, depending on whose weather app that you ask. I believe it's anywhere between 88 and 90 degrees today, a low of about 67, which is glorious to Floridians. Precipitation is very light, as I hear the Main Street Philharmonic off in the distance. Typically, this is a half lap for them. So if you see them in the distance by Cinderella Castle, that is probably where they will go. They will probably just go backstage off to the left-hand side and circle back around to get back to the beginning of the parade route. At that point, then they will start to come fully down the parade route, crossing right in front of us, somewhere about 2:15, 2:20 or so, that they'll start to make their rounds. Depending on where they come out at, the Dapper Dans also probably will make their appearance known. It might happen behind me. I don't really know exactly how far on Main Street I am right now. But typically we try to get a good trash can view in the middle of Main Street, USA. So the Dapper Dans might come out behind us, even though there's been a couple times, I don't know if they just happen to recognize us, but there's been a couple times in our live streams that the Dapper Dans has performed their set right in front of us. There's also a couple of live streams, if you were here long enough to notice, we've had two proposals on some live streams. I think over the past month we've seen 3 proposals altogether, 2 of which we've caught on camera. We've also caught 1 marching band from a school, I should say an official full lap of a marching band, the Geneva High School Band out there in Geneva, Illinois. We had a couple of the supporters of that school that tuned into our live streams. I'd like to thank those that signed and subscribed and liked our video that day, which was a huge success that particular day. At least a huge success for us. I'm gonna try not to touch the camera as much, so feel free to chat away if you're in the chat down below. Go ahead and remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel. I will catch up with the chat as if it does go past. And like I said, one of the things that definitely is keeping a lot of live streamers and a lot of YouTubers going is Adam LaRue. If they ever had any involvement with Adam LaRue, he was very encouraging. I actually feel as if he said that in a video. I encourage people to just pick up a camera and go. Don't worry about the haters. Don't worry about anything else. Just do what you want to do, and the people will come. We've had some good success with that. Of course, some of our recent success has also been with the Beverly Challenge that we do at Epcot. It's something that we thought about maybe going back on a little bit. We actually didn't do it yesterday when we were at Epcot for the Flower and Garden Festival. We actually just kind of went around the world and ate a couple of dishes, specifically for Flower and Garden. I think that we'll probably do more of the Beverly Challenge because once I mentioned the Beverly, I think that's what people want to see. Even though I did not do it, but I promise I will just go ahead and start doing the Beverly Challenge on a consistent basis. So like I said, if you see us at Epcot, go ahead and like that video. As I said before, for every 10 likes at Epcot, I will do 2 cups of Beverly. We successfully got 20 likes in a short period of time, so I had to do 4 cups, and then another 10 snuck in, but the tally had already been done. Now, as our channel does grow, because again, we've had a couple of days where we've got quite a bit of success as far as likes go, which again, like we've always said, greatly appreciated 100% of the time. Every like is definitely appreciated. Every comment, every subscriber, and of course, recently, we've had some super chats, we've had some Venmos, we've had, I think we've had 1 PayPal come our way. Of course, those are from the people that want to go, I don't want to say unmentioned. Obviously, we're not aware of who they are. They do not leave their YouTube names when they do leave their donations, but every bit is appreciated, 100%. We do have our PayPal and our Venmo in our description for our channel. Oh, I think we got another one just off to my right-hand shoulder. She said yes. I'm not even going to pretend to point my camera in that direction. We got another one, ladies and gentlemen. Another bachelor been laid to rest. He asked for her hand in marriage, and she said yes. So even though we did not catch that on camera, that is three engagements. Sorry, it's gonna be shaking a little bit more. The chat just reset. Too late. He already did it. And as some would say, congratulations. And as I always say, my condolences. The death of another bachelor. Now he must await for the trilogy of the rings. The engagement ring, the wedding ring, and the suffering. The precious. Like I said, we just seem to be striking up all the proposals in this 2026 season. Like I said, that's the third proposal during our live stream. We've seen 4 proposals while being inside the Magic Kingdom. Love is in the air. Love, a dreadful bomb. Meanwhile, my wife is somewhere around the Magic Kingdom, getting her pin trading on. She's hoping to find the infamous Pin Palooza here at the Magic Kingdom. In case you didn't know, the Pin Palooza is one of the rare occasions around the Walt Disney World theme parks where a multitude of cast members come out with a whole slew of pin boards, all of them with some pretty nice pins that you could probably only find in the gift shop. So when you think about it, you could take your starter pack of pins from wherever you get them from, which, like I said, starter packs are sometimes sold inside the theme parks. There's about 5 or 6 pins on there that range from about $35 to $45. So let's just say it's about 6 pins at about $35. So, you're roughly about $6 or so a pin. You find the proper pin board, you could trade that for a pin that is practically a $24 pin. So that is a trade up in anybody's opinion. Good hobby, good activity to take on, an expensive hobby and activity to take on. Kids love it though. Adults can be a little bit disturbing how they handle it. We're good sports about it. We're probably the nicest pin traders that we've ever seen. We'll actually let people go for the pins that they want in case they see it. Lots of other pin traders out there, they are straight vultures. They swoop in like a hawk when it's not even their turn. We actually had a guest at Epcot, wasn't even in line to look at the pins, jumped right in front of us to take a pin off the board that, we were interested in that pin anyway, but it's just the audacity of how rude he was just to jump in front of people. As there's a crowd of people that are waiting to see the pins like they should, he just jumped in front. He apologized. Don't know why. You can't apologize for being a choice word that I will not speak of. But as I've said before, and I will say countless times, we're here for the long haul right here on Main Street, USA. It is trash cam time. Trash cam, a phrase that I won't say I coined. I just haven't seen anybody else do it. We plop ourselves on one of the infamous Walt Disney World trash cans for a long shot of some sort of a view, whether it be people watching or one of the icons. Here we are at the Magic Kingdom on Main Street, USA, awaiting for the 3 o'clock parade and all the activities in between. In case you're wondering, if you do see the phone shaking, that is me going through the chat. And of course, if you do hear a loud banging, well, I am sitting in front of a trash can. I'm not blocking the trash can, so you will occasionally get someone who, of course, is throwing something away. That's what trash cans are for, believe it or not. Unbeknownst to some people, you throw your trash in the trash can. Don't leave it for a cast member to pick up. And of course, we have witnessed another proposal here on Main Street, USA. I, unfortunately, did not get it on camera as I couldn't turn the camera fast enough. And even if I could, I wouldn't even know where I was pointing at. I could hear the voices, but I would not be able to tell you exactly where they were. Like I said, we're going to be here for the long haul as we await for the 3 o'clock parade and all the activities in between. Hopefully, if the battery does last that long, I will be disconnecting my headphones as we get closer and closer to the parade activity. Hopefully, my wife may be rejoining me at that time, maybe a little bit prior to. Who knows? I don't want her to stop her pin training just for me. Just know that she's here in spirit if she's not lurking in the chat. Lurk, 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 Voorhees. I did? Okay, I stole trash can from Fast Pass. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had no idea. Have we talked about that? I don't even remember. I've got so many things going through my mind though. I'd probably, like I say, if you ever hear silence, it's simply because I probably forgot what I was thinking of at that very moment. But okay, we got the same idea then, where I want to bring to you the trash can views of different spots around the park. Of course, that's probably a big thing too with our upcoming series that I want to do, People Watching Wednesdays, where we focus on specific parts of the park that have a lot of traffic volume, much like Main Street USA, and we just point the camera. I try to do it in a 15-minute, I try to do it for at least 15 minutes, kind of play onto the disk time, so it's a quarter of time for people watching. I'd also like to incorporate some wait time Wednesdays in there as well. Maybe if people want to endure 15 minutes or 30 minutes even of just sitting in front of a certain attractions, just to see how the wait time fluctuates. All I can say is, as far as trash cam, great minds think alike. How about we just say that? Of course, like I said, we're sitting here for the long haul waiting for that 3 o'clock parade, the Festival of Fantasy Parade here on Main Street USA, a staple of Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom for the better part of 20 years, has been the parades. I do remember a day where there was only one parade, and there was actually no time frame for the parade. You just kind of knew it was going to happen. Before there were times guides and dedicated times. Now you might even see two main parades during the day. I do believe they do those towards the later part of the summer, where they'll have a 12 o'clock and a 3 o'clock parade. And if anybody remembers, the infamous 3 o'clock parade, which of course is at 3 o'clock, at one point was at 2 o'clock. So you can imagine being that cast member, getting that question, what time is the 3 o'clock parade? It's kind of a redundant question. But then at the same time, when someone asks us what time is the 3 o'clock parade and you had to say 2 o'clock, throws everyone for the loop. And then of course, the most gifted cast member and of course annual pass holder will tell you that the 3 o'clock parade, it just depends on where you are. It's definitely at 3 o'clock if you're at Frontierland by Tiana's Bayou Adventure. But in Main Street, it probably won't get here till about 3:15, 3:20, depending on where in Main Street you are. Right here at our current location, you'll probably see the parade, or you'll hear the parade coming in the distance. From that point on, it does take it a little bit of time to actually get down to this point of Main Street. So if I had to guess, I'd say anywhere between 3:15 and 3:20 is when the parade will be crossing our path. But you'll probably start seeing the parade in the distance anywhere about 3:10. We'll rub that in. Oh, also Fast Pass, I don't want to say talk to you one day, but very interested in Alani. I'm very interested in Alani. My wife is, I would say, hysterically interested in Alani. We want to plan a big trip out there sooner than later. Just still got to get a few things in order. Wanting to know, is it strictly DVC or can anybody really just stay there? I know that we've looked up some of the discounts for cast members, but I just want to make sure just in case there's that time where hopefully it won't be coming soon, but there might be a day where I might not be a cast member in the future. Just want to know how feasible it is. If not, I mean, I definitely would love to stay at the Hilton Hawaiian Village, which is my childhood, from the very, I would say 5 times that I've been to Hawaii in the past. It's been about 26 years this summer since the last time I was in Hawaii, and I feel as if it hasn't changed too much, except for that far side of the island where Alani is now, going up towards Waianae, which is I think the northern part of Oahu. And yes, that's kind of one thing that we wanted to do as well. As you talked about the trash cam view from Alani. That's something that we always want to do now, especially for video content. I don't think that we're ever going to be like in front of the camera too much as I would like to be for some videos. I think that we would just want to do some camera views. That's kind of cool. You have that on your Patreon. That's kind of something I want to do for our membership channel here on YouTube if we ever get around to it. Obviously, I want to wait till we actually have quite a few people as far as subscribers go before I start to experiment with paid membership channels where we might get a little too real for some people. Like I said, I like to do some late night chats or some at home indulging in some adult beverages. That's right, I forgot she's a traveler. Okay. That's definitely. I'll definitely let her know about that one. Because I know she really wants to do excursions. I'm okay with that. Obviously, I won't be able to do too many excursions with my my issue, but it still would be fun for them to do something. Definitely a luau of some sort. It may not be something that we do often because it's just. I mean, it's pretty obviously very expensive going to Hawaii, and I do know that. One of my kids, I think Titan definitely wants to go on more cruises. I think Calypso's kind of torn between cruises and Disneyland, and we definitely want to come to Disneyland. I think we do want to. Well, obviously, we'd be in Disneyland as of yesterday if we had the ability to. But we definitely plan on repeat Disneyland in the near future. And once again, we are here live from Main Street, USA, here at the Magic Kingdom on a lovely and hot Tuesday afternoon. Temperatures climbing into the 90s. The sun definitely has hidden a little bit, so we are getting a little bit of a cool down. We got a nice breeze coming through because of Main Street, USA being a nice little wind tunnel. We're preparing for some of the afternoon activities as we get ready for the 3 o'clock parade. Of course, like I said, the Main Street Philharmonic should be making its way back down the parade route. Sometime after that, we should be seeing the Grand Marshal of the parade, which is a special selected family. Usually the first family to enter into Walt Disney World's gates. They get to ride a specially made vehicle. And then I believe after they ride down the parade route, they actually get special seatings to view the parade. That follows them shortly after that. And of course, if you didn't know, it is Tuesday. If you're following us for any of our pin information, one thing that needs to be noted is that on Tuesdays, there is what they call the pin drop. Sometimes it is the newest exclusive pins that are dropping on Tuesdays. You'll see lines forming in various parts of the Disney World parks. Here in Magic Kingdom, the line forms at the Frontierland post, obviously the Frontierland trading post, obviously in Frontierland. I do believe in Epcot, they do it at one of the gift shops before you get into World Showcase. As far as Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom, can't give you any information on where they do the pin drop there. And then I believe the World of Disney at Disney Springs is another spot for the pin drop. However, it has come to our attention that in some cases, those pins actually do pop up in various spots, even at the resorts. It's just that some of those spots that I mentioned are the prime spots that people will line up. I guess I'm in the wrong spot. I think we just got another proposal. That's 2 proposals in the same live stream within, what, 30 minutes of each other. And again, as we say, congratulations, some people say. And I think another appropriate thing would be to, another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Ha, ha, ha. Another one bites the dust. Love is in the air as we enter our spring season. In case if some of you are still groggy, we did spring forward this past weekend. I unfortunately didn't get the memo until later in the morning. My insomnia didn't let me sleep much, and then only to find out that I was actually awake earlier than I should have been. Instead of springing forward in my sleep, I actually backtracked, so I was actually up an hour longer. I wouldn't say it smells like love. I mean, then again, I ain't by a trash can. So it depends on what you think love smells like. Love is in the air, and it smells like trash. Or you know, if anybody knows us, if anybody's been here long enough, you know that we love our 80s and 90s nostalgia. So I only feel compelled as people are getting betrothed, affianced, intended. Love and marriage, love and marriage. It's substitute for marriage. Ask the local black guy. I mean, in all seriousness, of course, you know, I don't want to discourage anybody from finding that one true love and getting all mushy with each other. You know, like me and my wife. You might want to, I don't know, she might want to wring my neck, slap me a couple times, put a pillow over my head, jab me in the gut with a sharp object. You know, it's all love. Notice I made her the aggressor, not me. I won't ever see it coming. And as always, if you enjoy Main Street USA, if you like the Magic Kingdom, and if you like live streaming from Main Street USA, getting all the proposals, all the love, and all the people that are walking past as we wait for the 3 o'clock parade, go ahead and like this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you have not. Also, if you see any of the live streamers walking past me, go ahead and shout them out, or hell, just jump into their channel and say, hey, you just passed a live streamer. Go check out This Time Daily. I do believe my wife saw a couple of live streamers that were walking in front of us about a couple hours or so. Very customary to see anybody with a camera, either it be on YouTube or Instagram, or I should say TikTok. I don't know, can you live stream Instagram? I have no idea. I'm new to all this technology. What? What? I think Jenny even knows what that term means. That's what's funny. Even though, I mean, I don't want her to Stone Cold stun me. I'd much rather her do the Rikishi stink face. That's right up my alley right there. She's probably not even listening, so she probably won't even know I just said that. Yeah, I'm hearing the chatter around me. Many people, they are also doing what I'm doing. They're staking their claim right here on Main Street, USA. I think I can lean on the trash can a little bit. It has cooled down quite a bit. Uh-oh. Also, yes, always a fun fact. If you are new to Walt Disney World, if you want to come here, if you've been here plenty of times before, be advised that there are rules when you're sitting along the parade route. Typically, they will start in some parts of the park. They will put down tape. Please follow the directions, as that tape is very much self-explanatory. If you're standing on one side of the tape, you are good to go. Do not stand on parts of the tape that have X's on it. Also, if there are no spots with tape, make sure you ask a cast member nearby. Any of the cast member, I do believe they're wearing red vests that are working the Main Street area. Ask them of any appropriate spaces to stand. Because we've worked here, because we know the drill, the trash cans are always a safe spot. As long as you're not sitting in front of the trash cans, there is only a small gap between the trash can and the curb. That is a no-no space. I have positioned myself on top of a trash can, and there's a pole behind me. So there should be nobody getting too close. Also be forewarned, there is no stopping along rampways. I always tell people, if you see a crowd of people and you see a spot available, that spot's probably not good for you to stand in. So don't do it. Even though a cast member may not be there to tell you immediately, if it's too good to be true, it's probably not real. I will say this too. I know that there was one chat we had. Actually, there's been a couple chats that I've had in reference to wrestling. Now, it's funny how when you make one reference to wrestling and all the wrestling fans, it's like back in the day. If you said something that was related to wrestling, you kind of like, it was like a secret club. And now that person's like your best friend. Like, hey, you watch wrestling? Yeah. Okay. Now we're friends for life. I would like to do like Wrestle Talk. I would like to do like a podcast, maybe, or something at the house. Even with live streaming, I think that's always going to be easier too for me. If you're into wrestling, I definitely say leave comments down below. Not to make it primarily a wrestling chat most of the time, but I did notice, like, for instance, there's a couple of YouTubers that I know that do live streams. They have a big following because of their sports presence. So they do a lot of talking of sports, where they're at Disney or Universal Studios or whatever they do. So it's just something interesting to expand on, so I don't feel as if I'm just providing Disney content at the same time. And of course, I'm more of a realist when it comes to a lot of things. I do have some fantasies, especially when it comes to Disney and other things. But I'm a realist, and I absorb a lot of stuff too. So if you have anything to add to the conversation, I'm all about that as well. I think that's what would make my podcast, if I was to actually get up and running, a little bit different, especially if I do it as a live stream podcast. Oh, I was right. There is a second castle show before the activities. Okay. So hopefully you guys are able to see the castle show starting once again. This is the last castle show before we actually get the parade activity starting. Of course, like I've said before, the castle show, though, the only downside of the castle show is that you are not allowed to walk through the castle until the last castle show, which I believe is at 5:40 or so. Because of the fact that the cast members will use the castle as their staging area, the dancers and things like that. Uh-oh. Is that you?
Nope.
Are you going to be here for a minute?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to unplug my phone.
Okay.
So I can maybe plug in the battery. I don't know how good the gimbal is, though, too, but...
I gotta put this bag in here.
You're going to see some shaky here. If I go see my fingers a little bit, too. Oh, sorry. All right. How'd you do?
Okay, I think.
No Palooza?
No.
What time is it though? I mean, do you still?
2:06.
Oh. There was 2 proposals.
I heard one of them.
Yeah, within 30 minutes. There was one and there was another one 30 minutes later.
She's gonna stone cold. She is gonna
Yeah.
stone cold. Was that about me?
Yeah.
What was it? What did you say?
I was just saying stuff about, because we were talking about love is in the air.
Oh.
And I started saying stuff about how, like, oh, no, and, you know, we love each other. Everyone loves each other, no matter how much you want to put a pillow over my head and punch you in the face and hit me with sharp objects.
Hold a pillow, yeah. Hold a pillow over your face at bed, and when we go to bed, yeah.
Bathroom back there.
Let's see, what was I doing here?
Going super hard against the wall, and then going right down in there, and I'm like, that's the feeling I had.
Feels like there's a few people that's already stick their claims around me.
Uh-huh.
Do you have that chapstick?
Behind the couch, there's a snack. Behind that house, back there. I need it with your That's why they were sitting behind us. That's the walkway.
Double tap to open app.
All right, so battery is plugged in, which means the headphones have been removed. Once again, we are here live from the Magic Kingdom on a trash cam here on Main Street, USA, overlooking the castle show as it takes place in the distance. We're waiting for the activities before the 3 o'clock parade. If you are new here, if you enjoyed what you've been seeing, go ahead and like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. Share it with your family, share it with your friends, share it with your enemies. Hopefully they're not all the same people. As I said before, we have staked our claim. We're going to be here for the next hour or so, waiting for the 3 o'clock parade to come down Main Street, USA. That parade does kick off at 3 o'clock from Frontierland. It will probably make its way towards us about 3:15. You'll probably see it off in the distance before it actually comes to us.
At Fast Pass Radio, I'm just staring at a girl in front.
I'm just staring at a girl in front of you. Yeah, I know. They do it all the time.
What happened?
The lady that's just standing in front.
Oh.
Let me see if I can scoot it over a little bit. Can we switch places? Can I fit in between the... well, between... Oh, I can't really fit in between the pole and the... You like to lean on the pole, though?
I don't have to, if you want to.
It's just gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to work around her.
They're here Thursday too.
Oh, are they? I forgot about that. Oh, yeah, they're not going to.
Well, I'm gonna move it back to the shade.
Oh, it was in the sun over there?
When I moved it, it was in the sun.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, she looks mean. Yeah, she kind of does.
I think that people, like, I understand live streaming can be annoying. We try to be as courteous as we can. But, like, I mean, the thing is, when people come to Disney World with bad attitudes,
Yeah.
get a little tired of it.
Yeah. Do you want this spot back?
Oh, it doesn't
Which
matter.
spot do you want?
It doesn't matter to me, wherever you're comfortable at.
You can have it. I know you like to lean on this, but it's fine.
So they come through here, they're gonna get a wow.
I'm pretty sure they announced everything.
Oh, so yeah, the trash cam. I don't even know if I ever knew this. Fast Pass does trash cam on his Patreon page.
Oh.
He has a trash cam of Alani, a view of Alani from a trash can.
Oh.
Did we know that?
Yeah.
Okay.
He texted me that.
Okay.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, so great minds think alike. Because I mean, maybe I didn't know, and I just subconsciously.
Oh, so he had already done it.
Yeah.
I forgot that he called it a trash cam then. Okay, well, we totally stole that and didn't know it. Okay. She's looking into my soul. Yeah.
That's usually what the black cards do.
Yeah, it is hot. It is toasty.
Yep, about a high of about 88 to 90 degrees today. Very low chance of precipitation, even though it's going to start getting more and more humid as the days go on. Life goes on, life goes on. There's a path to take and a path not take. The choice is up to you, my friend. I mean, at least it's not as bad as that one lady who deliberately just stood in front of the camera for the almost the entire stream, I think.
It was that, and then the lady who literally got on top of me
Yeah.
when I was leaning on the trash can.
Yeah.
I was like, ma'am, that's
And then,
too close.
And then that guy who maybe didn't even notice that his cup was like digging into your back.
Yeah, I think he did notice.
And then, like I was saying earlier, there were that one day when I don't think you were there for that. There were people that tried to sit in front of the trash can.
Yeah.
And then a cast member came and told them they can't sit there, and it was already like the parade was like already here almost.
Yes. Sorry, can I sit this right there? There.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were mad, and I don't know if they were mad at me. So they tried to bump into me, and they're like, I'm not budging. So.
Yeah, I don't know why they would be mad at you.
Because I probably, obviously I knew they were there. I probably could have told them, hey, you can't sit there.
Yeah.
But I like to see the minions make their own mistakes.
Uh-oh. Is Reed here?
He was earlier.
Oh, was he?
I don't know if he takes a break in between.
He was here in the Magic Kingdom?
Oh, in the Magic Kingdom?
Yeah. I say here. I meant here.
Oh, I thought you meant in the chat.
Oh, no, I see him in the chat.
No, I don't think so. Was he?
I don't know.
What made you say that?
Oh, he said we're twins, Charles.
No, that other one's older.
Let me go through the other chats. Oh, it was just Fast Pass. Oh, never mind.
Okay.
It was Fast Pass. I can't read. And yeah, I just can't read.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I put the voiceover on and listen to the headphones. I let the phone do the talking. Oh, and Spencer came in. I didn't acknowledge Spencer. Terribly sorry, Spencer, if I didn't acknowledge you.
Yeah, I did see Spencer.
I got caught up in, because the comments kept resetting. So I had to keep going all the way through the comments to get to the end. And then by the time I got to the end of the comments, Spencer had already probably came and gone.
Tonio Towers here.
Oh, Tony O'Tower.
The heat is getting to Jen. Yeah, no, I just can't read.
Oh.
Fine.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. All right, you know what, fellas? I think we should introduce ourselves. Okay. We are the Dapper Dans.
Is that in front of us?
Nothing like spontaneous applause. Hey, you know what, fellas? We're on the world-famous Main Street, USA. Can you believe it? That's right, and it's so famous, they wrote a song about it. And it goes a little something like this. I'm walking right down the middle of Main Street, USA. USA is the heart of America, the heartbeat of Hollywood. The place was named with a magical plan. And right down the street there is a Fantasyland. I'm walking right down the middle of Main Street, USA. Main Street, USA. I'm walking right down Main Street, USA. It's the heartbeat of Dapper Dans. I'm Eric. I'm Matt. I'm Seven. I'm John. And we are here to sing for you before the Festival of Fantasy Parade heads down the track in a few minutes. Hey, Eric, what do you have there? Hey, you know what? How about a song about my favorite villain? It's John's mother-in-law. This vampire's night is in human beings. She ought to be locked up and never released. The world was such a wholesome place until Cruella lived in If at first you don't succeed, skydiving is not for you. It's a smash hit. I think it fell a little flat. How about this? All right, folks, bring that Dapper Dans and say, hey, you say what? Hey! What? Why is Peter Pan always flying? Why? Because he can never make land.
I hope it doesn't pick up Frozen.
With the Dapper so loud, probably.
Okay.
Why? Hey! What? What is Captain Hook's favorite breakup line? What? It's not you. It's me. I like that a lot. Hey! Why? Why doesn't Sebastian share with everyone? Why? He's a little shellfish. Yeah, if you have to explain it, John, I'd say then you can work on this a mess. He's a mess. All right, you know what, fellas? And that concludes Comedy Hour. Written down for today. They're clapping because it's over. That's right.
Paint the top just so you're here.
How about a song
Paint the top before you take your photography. All right, I got it. I got it. You guys didn't get stuck?
Were they on the trolley?
No. A while ago, Reed said, see, the heat is even getting to Jen. Fastpass said, no, she's just like that. Yeah.
It's a little early. You get cheaper flights if you wait.
That's come to the airport special for me. There's a guy who does it. There's only 5 people.
We're at 19 lives.
Oh, wow, okay. That's good. Oh, once again, we're here live on Main Street, USA, here on a lovely Tuesday afternoon, waiting for the 3 o'clock parade. If you enjoy the Magic Kingdom, if you enjoy live streams on Main Street, waiting for the parade, Go ahead and like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure to try to share it with any of your social media out there. And hey, if you're jumping in and out of different live streamers, go ahead and give a shout out to This Time Daily. Spark some people's interest. Let's start some controversy.
Some controversy.
Some controversy.
Oh my.
It's not lions and tigers and bears, folks. It's just YouTube.
If we're on the trash cam, can we trash talk?
Ooh, we probably could.
Ooh, we could trash talk.
Yeah,
Who
let's
do you want to
some
trash talk?
Throw out some live streamers, some YouTuber, and we'll trash talk them.
Yeah. We don't know anything about him, but
I got all the dirt on them.
do we? Okay.
Yeah, we've dug enough through different YouTube gossip channels. At least I have, anyways.
Yeah.
All the newest drama that's been going on. It's
with Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some orange card type of controversy. Get out of here.
Orange card.
Get out of here. Trash talk. I like that. Yeah. See, I'm clever once in a while.
Yeah. See, trash talk, trash cam, trash Tuesdays.
Trash talking Tuesday.
Call us Oscar the Grouch. 'Cause I love trash.
Yeah.
What time is it now?
2:23.
2:23. So they should be ending. Sounds like the castle show should be ending up pretty soon. Shortly after that, I'd say around 2:30, we'll probably be seeing the Main Street Philharmonic making its way down Main Street, obviously.
New name, Diss Trash. Yeah.
Diss Trash, yeah.
Diss Trash.
That'll be our paid subscriber thing.
We can't use white trash because only half of us is white.
I don't even think we could do that. I don't even think I'd be able to get away with saying that.
White trash? You probably can. I can.
You can, if I say it, then people will be like, oh, yeah. What do you think you're talking about?
I can't say the things that you say.
The South shall rise again. Next, the orange car will be in our front yard.
Oh, that Confederate flag. People hang it in their windows. I'll never get it.
I mean, it's really a down south thing because...
or in their truck.
Well, yeah, if it's on the truck, that's... Ouch!
Ouch!
That's a different thing. Trash can got hot again.
There you go. I moved over for you.
It was doing pretty good with the sun had gone down for a little bit. We got a nice sort of breeze. Like I said, this castle show is wrapping up, as you can hear. If you can't hear, you'll be seeing some pyro here in the next few minutes. Around 2:30 or so, we'll be getting the Main Street Philharmonic. That begins the introduction to the parade. About 10 minutes after that, we should be getting the Grand Marshal making their way down. And then, of course, by the time the Grand Marshal gets down the end of Main Street, the 3 o'clock parade should have kicked off from Frontierland.
Fast Pass said, Jenny, you can say anything, you're blonde. No.
Nah. Well, I mean,
Not anything.
I don't know what demographic we really have on this channel, so she may get away with it.
I flat out made a racist comment to someone a couple weeks ago on accident. I mean, it just walked right out of my mouth. I felt so bad.
Which one was this one?
The girl that works at Tower of Terror gift shop.
Oh.
I didn't mean to.
Just because they look the part doesn't mean they're all from there.
I don't know. In my defense, if someone said, oh, are you from Arkansas? I wouldn't be offended. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yes, it was an accident. I'm just saying, if somebody comes up to me and say, what, are you from Arkansas? I wouldn't be like, oh my God. I mean, maybe a little,
and I guess it all depends on what part of Arkansas we're talking about here. Jazz hand. Yeah, so I'm convinced that...
only on one side? Yep, pyro on one side.
What?
High roll on one side.
Oh, it was? Oh. Oh, is that another one?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I hope not. My God.
That would be 3 on the same live stream.
Yikes.
I've gotten to the point now where it's just like, some people say congratulations, and I'm over here just like, duh, duh, duh. Another one bites the dust. Ha, ha, ha. Another one bites the dust.
Don't you play banjo, Jenny? Wait, I don't get it.
That would be if you were a country, if you were one of those backwood country girls. Mm-hmm.
I am country.
No, I'm talking about backwood country. When you start talking about all the slur and slang and all, you can't understand what nobody's saying that time. You're sitting there barefoot with the banjo in your hand.
Girl, white people don't do that.
Oh yeah, they do now. Time they do. Yeah, man, you ain't me. Y'all claim to be from the south, but you ain't been down south yet. Y'all get down there in Mississippi, Mississippi, Alabama. Everybody talk.
Stop talking like that.
Everybody talk with that big old overbite. It'd be either overbite or underbite. They either got the teeth 2 inches in front of their face, or they got their gums 6 inches below. Well, you know what I'm saying? There? It's just like what's that character on King of the Hill? Boomhauer. That is
what?
Boomhauer, King of the Hill.
I don't know.
That man, I tell you what.
Oh, we do. My people do say that.
Yeah, but then they talk all fast. Oh yeah, they do now. They do now. That man, you get that one dude that got that big old piece of straw in their mouth and all that stuff. Whatever.
Sure.
It's like that guy in The Waterboy. Not the football.
The guy with the cross-eyed
No,
guy?
not that guy.
Okay,
the other guy.
Yes, yeah. I know who you're talking about.
The other scratchy voice guy.
Yes.
No, the guy with the crooked eye. He just has a croaky voice. Like, yeah, remember that one time?
Yeah,
Bob
that's right.
Boucher,
He's in all of Adam's movies. Adam Sandler.
I think you said that. Oh no, yeah, okay. I see what you said. So isn't Steve Buscemi in all of his movies?
A lot of his movies, yeah.
Rob Schneider.
Yes.
You can do it.
He's like BFFs with Rob Schneider. Did Rob
Actually,
Schneider say that Adam calls him like every day?
Yeah, but I thought they had a falling out recently.
Oh, really?
Because Rob Schneider's gone on his little political tirade, and
I didn't know that.
Adam Sandler kind of keeps neutral to it.
Oh, I didn't even know it.
Yeah, apparently Rob Schneider made a lot of people mad over the last year or so.
Well, where have I been?
I mean, I do know he said something about Will Smith, but of course everyone was talking about Will Smith at that time. Even though someone clapped back, because I guess, I don't know what Rob Schneider exactly said, but apparently it's not been too favorable. But then someone made a reference to Rob Schneider and confusing him with Chris Kattan.
Oh.
And I guess that rubbed Rob Schneider off the wrong way, because Chris Kattan hasn't really done much since Saturday Night Live. But then the guy clapped back and was like, see, that's how irrelevant you are to people nowadays. Wow. And I was just like, come on, leave Rob Schneider alone.
Gaspa says I like Rob. Yeah, I like
cool.
him too.
He's
I
a
didn't
cool
know
guy.
anything about this.
I mean, again, it's like everyone's cool until they get all political. And then it's kind of like, it just kind of gets ugly at some point.
Yeah.
Over here so we're not blocking stuff.
Hello, everyone! The Magic Kingdom and Disney Imagination Campus are proud to
we got a marching band.
From Portage, Wisconsin, the Portage High School Marching Band. Please welcome the Portage High School Marching Band!
Oh, they're starting from Main Street. Okay. So this is what they did last time. They start them from the fire station. They go up the castle and then circle back down around. So we're going to get a double dip. Yep. I can't believe they were playing that song though.
Yeah. Fast Pass says religion and politics are my favorite two subjects.
Oh,
That one and conspiracy theories.
yeah. Yeah, well, what did we talk about yesterday a little bit? How they should have two versions of Spaceship Earth.
Oh yeah.
The round version and the flat version. I mean, I can have a conversation with anybody about anything as long as we don't get hateful. And I think that was the problem with what we talked about with Rob Schneider. He was getting hateful about what he believed in. It was kind of like, well, you can't talk to a person like that.
Hey, do you have the other fuel rod?
Yeah, your phone?
Yep.
And then once the parade's done, you're gonna do another quick round here, and then I'll just wrap up the stream.
Here on Main Street?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like once you do another wraparound, then I'll just stay here and then.
Okay. I think we talked politics on the phone and we were cool. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We can be cool.
Because I don't have a political affiliation, so I'll rag on both sides equally.
We hate politicians altogether.
I think that's why I like the dynamic of California, because like what Fast Pass says, like there's some parts that are one way and then some parts are the other, and I'm over here just like, oh well, I can blend it with either one.
Yeah.
Except for the certain ones on that far right side that don't take too kind of mine.
Yeah. Or blacks and whites being married.
Oh yeah, that do. The South shall rise again.
We don't care for the parade anymore. It's one of them.
Here, well, I need to back this out. Back it up, Ash. I'm going to, sorry, we were coming to too.
It's not on.
Sorry, no. Thank you.
Fast Pass. Yeah, you two are gross.
What do we say?
I think about blacks and whites being together. Some people think that, and then some people come up to us and say, "Oh, interracial kids are so cute."
Yeah, that was so creepy.
It's happened a few times.
Or was it was the old guy that said, interracial babies are beautiful.
Yeah.
And then the one girl that, like I said, she right in front of her, clearly not interracial boyfriend, wanted to have interracial babies. And I'm walking past like, I don't know what she's trying to hint at there, but I'm off the mark here.
Oh,
I want an interracial baby. And you can't say that while a black man's walking past.
Yeah.
Next to your non-interracial.
Yeah. Potty mouth gets that too. Oh yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, because he's got a little crush on Calypso there. Like, why doesn't? How about our mulatto gets with your mulatto?
And they'll make Milano Mulatto.
Start getting crowded, folks.
I'm afraid Calypso's gonna hit 6 feet though.
Oh yeah, she is. She is very tall. She's very close to my shoulder, I think, right now.
Yeah, she is all legs. It is all legs.
And I think Titan, like you said, Titan, he's probably going through a growth spurt. That track practice is.
Yeah, I don't think that he is growing as fast as she is, but when he gets there, he's gonna be massive.
Boys don't usually get to that till they get to like that 7th, 8th grade time. Because I shot up.
Yeah.
I was definitely like my dad was 5'10". I was definitely 2 inches taller than him by 11th grade easily.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad had a fro though too, so that probably is what kept me in check. His fro was probably about 3 inches.
Oh no! Yeah, I've seen the photos.
And that was a tame fro.
Oh.
That wasn't the 70s fro he used to. Like my dad had the fro with the big part.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
There's a picture that I had. I wish I had it. It was on a. This is back in the day when they put their picture on a plaque, and so it was like a picture on a wooden plaque, and they had the plastic embossed casing over it. And he's in a bright white suit with a black button-up shirt.
Oh.
And then he's got on this loud tie. It was like a tie had like turquoise, like a bright shiny turquoise on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was BG. He was BG black guy for sure. I was about to say the other word. I had to restrain myself on that one. He was a player without being a player.
How tall is she supposed to be? I don't know. Was I supposed to do some math when she was younger to know? Because Charles is 6 foot and I'm almost 5'7".
And we both have tall that runs because your brother and your dad are like 6'1", 6'2".
6'1" and 6'2", or 6'2" and 6'3".
Yeah. And then my uncles on my mom's side are all tall. My dad's got 2 brothers that are like, I think one of my uncles is like 6'4", and he's lanky too, all legs.
Our moms are short.
Yes.
Your mom's a lot shorter than mine. I think my mom was.
Your mom is shorter.
No, my mom was 5'4".
Yeah, I don't think my mom's that short.
Oh, you don't?
No, I think. Oh no, she might be 5'4" herself.
He was like 3'2" at 2 and double it. Oh, I don't know. I'd have to go back through her medical papers.
Well, I know that Calypso, because what was Test Track? She was able to ride Test Track when she was like 2. So what's Test Track, like 38 inches, 36, 38 inches?
Was she pushing 3 though?
No, I don't even. No, because I think we were shocked at how tall she was at that age. I don't think she was. She might have been somewhere in there.
Okay. I keep all their doctor visit papers, so I bet it's in there.
It would have to have been 2017 because when we first got on Test Track, I know for a fact Titan was born. That's why he didn't ride.
That's why I didn't ride.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
I have the picture.
We left Titan in the stroller somewhere.
It's fine. Everything's fine. We put him in a duffel bag and took him on the ride.
Yeah, so it had to been, let's see, Titan was April of 17, so it had to been somewhere in 2017 that we first took her. Because 2018 and 19, well, 2018 we didn't go to Disney that much at all.
Out to 5. Yeah, so about the same. Okay. But is it the same? So if you double it, but is that just for boys though? It wouldn't be the same for girls, right?
I mean, because even though she's tall now, she might be done with her growth spurt in the next few years.
Yeah, so she wouldn't hit 6 foot though. That wouldn't be right, because if you're just 6 foot, and if it's an average of us 2, Lauren is
Can't really say that though because
5'7".
I shot over both my parents. Not by much, but like I said, I had 2 inches on my dad, literally 8 inches on my mom, 10 inches maybe.
I bet Titan will be 6'2". I bet Calypso will be about 5'10" or maybe 5'10". Because Lauren is 5'7". She's 5'7", I'm 5'6.5".
The Magic Kingdom proudly presents the Main Street Philharmonic.
But it said they grow so fast in the first 2 years and slow down. Yeah. Yep.
That marching band was from Portage, Wisconsin, did it say? Do you
Oh,
remember?
okay. No.
If the school marching bands get to wait for Main Street Philharmonic and duel with them. I never thought of. I wonder if there's an outlet in these in the light posts. No. And that was, of course, Main Street's Philharmonic. They just made their way down, of course, Main Street USA here at the Magic Kingdom as we prepare for the 3 o'clock parade, which should be kicking off in just a few moments from Frontierland. We're still waiting for the Grand Marshal, which I said before is the specially selected family, usually the first ones to enter into the Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom gates. They get to board a specialized vehicle as they get to wave to all the people who are waiting for the parade. Then once they disembark from their vehicle at the end of the parade route, I do believe they still have a special seating area specifically just for them as they get to await the full performance of the 3 o'clock Festival of Fantasy Parade. Once again, if you're enjoying what you're seeing on this lovely Tuesday afternoon, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you have not. It is the easiest and the free way of supporting our channel. Every single bit of support goes a long way, including anybody that has contributed to our PayPal and our Venmo account, which is located in the description on our channel. Also, we do accept any and all super chats. Everything is greatly appreciated. Anything that goes towards the channel, muchly appreciated. I can't say it enough. Also, in the meantime, go ahead and check out one of our moderators, Fast Radio. He has a Patreon page where you can find all the exclusive Walt Disney World sounds. His own private library that he has available for people. If he wants to put the proper URL in the chat down below, he can go ahead and pimp himself out while we sit here working our corner. Right here on Main Street, USA.
Are we talking about pimps again?
Streaming ain't easy. It's hard out here for a stream.
Monique is here.
Monique,
Okay, we can make
okay.
her a moderator now.
All right, you gotta.
I don't know how to do it.
You gotta. We gotta click on her name,
Yeah.
and then it should have the
Oh,
option.
I got it. I got it, Monique. I got
All right,
it.
Finally. Now, yeah. Just to let you know, Monique, I thought I could do it through the comment that you left on the other video, but
Let's see.
hold on one
I
second.
got it.
Okay. I thought I could do it another way through that comment, but apparently it didn't let me do it, so I had to wait until you actually popped up into another live stream. So congratulations, you've been wrenched. I'm gonna have to come up with a name for our moderators. I'll do like a Warren G for all you California people out there. Moderator.
I did it. Yay.
Mod up.
Oh, boy.
Get to the east side and the LBC. It's kind of hard to be out here while you're streaming.
Wow.
That was horrible.
It's getting edgy out here, folks.
We're all adults.
We're going to be known as that channel.
That's all right. I'd rather be that channel than the others.
The fake channel.
All the other same old monotonous things. No shade, though. We're all a great community here with the Walt Disney World content. Don't let anybody deter you from watching any of the YouTube streamers. It can be competitive, but it should all be love. It should all be unified. It shouldn't be competition. We all have the same enjoyment. I mean, I know we joked about trashing some other vloggers out there. It's all in good fun.
Yeah.
We don't mean anything by it. If you ever notice, I do make nods to different streamers and YouTubers out there with their monikers and their endings. Are those petunias?
No.
If you've been here long enough, which some of you, I applaud you. We've been live streaming for over 2 hours. I've been standing at this location for over an hour and a half, maybe. Devotion and dedication to getting you the best view, the goodest.
We're gonna
and
give
the
you
best
the goodest
view here on Main Street, USA for the 3 o'clock parade. As far as good of a view as a blind man can give you.
Yeah, he doesn't know what the view is. Don't listen. He don't
I
even
mean,
know.
now I will say that one time I was standing over there in the hub and the castle show was starting and I turned the camera right in, I think it was Robert that told me, perfect shot of the castle.
So would you say that you were good at cinematography?
Yes, cinematography.
Okay.
I can't say that with a straight face.
Cinematography.
Cinematography.
Not as good as me.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
And as always, make sure you hit that bell notification. Yeah.
What is it?
That bell notification for all that insanity and chaos that comes with our channel. Whether it comes with technology that just takes a crap on us, or YouTube streams that just abruptly end because the battery died.
And also because we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, and the fact that like what was it? That one time we took Made 2 different live streams, and each one was a fiasco.
Yeah. You both are doing a fabulous job with all you've shown me. All the memories are awesome. Oh, thank you, Monique.
Thanks for the memories. Oh wait, that's.
Even though they aren't so bad, yeah. Only sweeter.
Oh, I was thinking of.
One night and one more time.
What's the thing of that
Thanks
one?
for the memories.
I was thinking of.
If the lady's back in the castle, then yes. Hey, zip it fast, fast. If that lady's back is castle, then good job.
Oh yeah.
Those cinematography skills right there.
I'm sorry.
Of course.
All right, thank
No,
you.
you're good.
Thank you very much.
Monique says we make her laugh.
Well, good.
It's good. Charles is funny. I'm
what
not funny, but Charles is
I
funny.
try to do. I mean, sometimes I need somebody to bump off of. I'm gonna end up start talking to myself in third person as another person altogether. I'm gonna have like a whole. I should be like a podcast where I talk to myself,
Yep.
ask myself the same question. I mean, everyone talks to themselves anyway, so why not put it
Oh, I
in
do. Yeah, I
put it in
definitely
a
do.
platform and let people know around the world. Hey, I do that too. You do? Yeah.
I answer myself as well.
That's what I just
Yes.
did. Like
Yeah,
I
do
just had a
answer
conversation
myself.
with myself. You didn't even notice.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Did I? Yes, you did. Oh, cool.
Okay, that's fine. I'm always like, where am I going? I don't know.
You keep talking to yourself. People gonna think you're crazy. Thanks for the advice. I wasn't talking to you. Ain't that film? That's your trivia. What was it? Oh, I never did any trivia for Tuesday except for the attractions question.
Oh no, you're hilarious, Jenny. You just don't know it. I don't know.
She does get away with making me snort and chuckle. Because sometimes it catches me off guard. I'm just like, did she just say that?
Yeah.
I have to be careful of some of my jokes because some of my jokes are not appropriate for all streamers.
Yeah. We have a unique sense of humor.
It's a Ryan Reynolds sense of
Oh
humor.
yeah, Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. Yes.
It's like it's dry.
I love it.
Could
Yeah.
be a little raunchy at times.
Yeah. Monique says, speaking funny, we should all have a great laugh at the fabulous Mike Wazowski laugh floor after the parade, if that's all right with you folks. Oh, we should have done it earlier, Monique, because we have to pick the kids up after the
Yeah.
parade, so we wouldn't have time. But that is something we should have done earlier.
Typically on Tuesdays, once the parade is done, since we're already here on Main Street, we do have to make a beeline to make sure we're back at our car and back to the school area for the pickup. Well, definitely something that we'll keep in mind. However, I will have to update everyone who is just now coming to the channel. This will be our last live stream for the Magic Kingdom for the next 2 months, as cast members, including myself, are blocked from the Magic Kingdom due to the spring break and the Easter break crowd.
Orange car was comedy gold.
Yes,
Well, it's never intentional though. It's just like,
it just happens.
it's just that dumb blonde thing.
Blonde moments.
Yeah.
As the Grand Marshal starts to come, I'll reiterate. Today's live stream for the Magic Kingdom will be the last live stream for the Magic Kingdom for the next 2 months or so.
Unless they lift our blockouts.
Unless they live the blackout dates, but be prepared for any other days or any other Tuesday. We might be streaming from another Disney World theme park, and who knows? We've talked about maybe doing something from Universal Studios. We might do that one day as a surprise.
Oh yeah, would you guys like the live stream for Universal?
At least there we won't be pressed to do anything, since we really can't do anything while streaming, since they don't allow cameras recording on the attractions.
Yeah.
Maybe sit in Central Park for a little bit. I'll be there for you.
Yeah.
You call yourself an accountant.
No.
As we prepare for the Grand Marshal that is heading down this way, they'll make an announcement. Hopefully they'll say who the Grand Marshal is and where they're from. And you'll be able to see the specialized vehicle.
You'd like to see the Mystic Fountain for me. It interacts with you. Love to hear from the the fountain.
That's something I wouldn't mind doing if I could ever get out to Universal Studios for a job opportunity.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Monsters Inc. laugh floor.
Yeah.
Hello, humans.
Aí tu vai pedir a cavalo. A cavala que vai tomar. Entendeu?
Remember, it tells riddles too.
Vai descer.
Yeah,
Vai descer.
we were just there.
Yeah, we were there.
Not
Oh
very-
yeah, but
not long ago.
the girls behind us kept hogging all the
Yeah,
fountain's attention.
but he kept saying, "Move over," so the blonde girl with the camera. Yeah, yeah.
Welcome, one and all, to the Magic Kingdom. In just a few minutes, we will proudly present and enchant Celebration in the Streets, our Disney Festival of Fantasy Parade. And now, please welcome Honorary Grand Marshals, the Taylor and Watson family from Long Beach, California, celebrating Janine's birthday.
Hey, from the LBC. Look at that. I call out the Californians, and they're the Grand Marshals.
Tiki Man fan is here.
Oh, wow. That's another one with the big moderator.
Do it now.
I don't know. Yeah, you can do it now.
Did you say yeah?
Yeah. All right, and from that point on, we are now just waiting for the Festival of Fantasy Parade, which should have already started to kick off from Frontierland over there by Tiana's Bayou Adventure, making its way down to Liberty Square before it starts to make the curve. Of course, we'll hear the music before the parade even comes into view. From that point on, you'll see the parade coming from a distance. We'll have some elongated music as we wait for the parade's float to come past us before we get the cues for the next float. Once again, if you enjoy a Tuesday afternoon live stream here at the Magic Kingdom awaiting the Festival of Fantasy Parade, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, share this video with your family, friends, and or enemies. Hopefully they're not the same people. Hit that bell notification for all the ensuing chaos. We will probably not be going live tomorrow or Thursday, but stay tuned for Friday's live stream. We will be returning back to Flower and Garden to honor some of the things that we said we would do on yesterday's live stream.
Yeah, he has to eat something that he won't enjoy.
I have to try something I won't enjoy, and I also said I would throw in a cup of Beverly because there's a lot of people that showed some interest in the Epcot video when Beverly was mentioned. Do it for the stream. Do it for the vibe. Once again, I have been here for the long haul, staked my claim here on Main Street, USA. I'm working that corner, ladies and gentlemen, to provide you this particular view of Main Street, USA, waiting for the 3 o'clock Festival Fantasy Parade. It's hard out here for a stream.
Ooh. You know, it's hot out here stream.
Hard out here for a stream, man.
I've got to watch that movie. I still have
Yeah,
not watched. I'm so mad.
I think it's back on Tubi again, so
Okay,
we
cool.
gotta. Hopefully, it'll be there this weekend. Ooh, ooh.
Bless you.
Oh, hopefully it'll be. Hopefully it'll stick around this time. Oh man.
Yeah. Oops. Show some leg while you work that corner, Charles. Oh my. Heavens to Betsy.
I don't know where that came from. Show some leg, he says.
Yeah. Show
A little
some
bit
leg.
of knee expansion.
Exposure?
Expansion.
Expansion.
Because I'm a.
Knee. Oh, no.
That's the new way of saying it. On my knee expansion.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some groans when people start to get it.
I got it.
Smash that like
I
button if you knee. Smash that like button if you get the I'm a knee expansion. Tally ho, knee expansion.
Oh, it's getting real edgy in here, guys.
It's all right. Hey, I mean, I didn't say it.
I almost said it.
What did Samuel L. Jackson say to Leonardo DiCaprio? Say it.
Say it, yeah.
You know you want to.
Say it. We
Say
don't
it.
want to. No, we don't.
Say it.
We don't want to.
Another job I could possibly do since my voice is so radiant and booming.
Might have to get my peanut butter crackers out.
Okay. Fun fact to that note right there, I like to let everyone know how superhuman I appear to be.
That's not what I call you.
Very little, yeah, there's a lot of things you don't know. But I can withstand very high temperatures with very little water. As I've noted, we have been standing here for just around, probably, an hour and a half, 2 hours I've been standing here.
Yep.
Right in the blazing sun. Oh, hopefully the gimbal's doing good. I haven't checked that. I mean, it's been a nice little breeze, so.
It's good.
And then, like I said, I still have the phone hooked up to the fuel rod. Oh, what's vibrating here? Is that your phone?
Yep.
Ooh, man. My wife is eating a peanut butter cracker here, and it's about to make me gag.
It's good.
Ooh. Wow, that is so strong.
It's okay with me, but it may not be okay with them.
Didn't hear. Where'd you sit?
Right past you really quick.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, no, you're good.
Thank you.
And what did you just say with your mouth full?
She was asking me if her baby could sit up here, but I'm...
On the trash can?
Yeah.
Oh. We are awaiting once again the 3 o'clock Festival of Fantasy Parade. And once that parade goes by, we will start to wrap up today's live stream as we await for the crowd to dissipate around Main Street, USA. Please be sure, like I've always said before, time and time again, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Hit that bell notification. Try to set your notifications to all, even though it obviously doesn't work for everybody. It's all right. As we start to wrap up today's live stream here from the Magic Kingdom. And as I've said before, it will be the last live stream from the Magic Kingdom for at least the next 2 months or so. But we will bring you other content on Tuesdays, as our kids will still be performing and doing rehearsals for their Wizard of Oz performance.
Not just Tuesdays.
Not just, well, primarily Tuesdays though, because, Thursdays, yeah. Because they'll be doing their practice.
No, I mean, we'll still be live streaming the other days.
Well, yeah, I mean, but as far
late.
as the later live streams,
Yeah.
though, after 3 o'clock. Try to do a nice change of pace. Let us know also as the parade music does start if in the distance. It's not quite here yet, though. But let us know in the chat down below if there's anything else you'd want to see around Walt Disney World property, as we will not be going to the Magic Kingdom on Tuesdays.
Festival of Fantasy.
Yes. The Festivus of Make-Believe. Also, if you are interested in doing any planning for your Disney World vacation, leave us a chat down below. We can answer almost anything. And if you ever want to see anything about the resorts, let us know as well. Wouldn't mind doing a live stream walk and talk around the resorts, especially the resorts that have been very popular beginning of 2026, the value resorts. Lots of content being created for the all-star resorts. Also, as we prepare for the summer activities, with, like I said in the previous and earlier in this live stream, the water park option on your check-in day will be returning May 28th, which means that if you are staying on a Walt Disney World property on your check-in day, you are allowed to go into the water park free of charge, or I should say complimentary, weather permitting, and of course within the hours of the water park.
Depending on which ones are open, which one is open at the time.
I think they'll both be open.
Okay.
I think they're planning on having both open again.
Oh,
for
that would make sense. Yeah.
For that special, yeah. And of course, if you can't do it on the day of your check-in, try to do a split stay where you break up your vacation in 2 parts. It still counts if you do a split stay, and then you, on your check-in day for your next resort, take advantage of the water park option while you are waiting for your next room to be available.
Have a good time for the Wizard of Oz. Wishing magical vibes for the performers. Best of luck. Yes. Yeah, the Wizard. So they performed the Wizard of Oz April 20 something.
Yeah, I think it's like, this is a series of days, April 21st to like the 24th.
There's 2 or 3 performances, I think. One during school and then 2 different ones for parents.
Okay.
But I think they're having a good time with it.
Well, yeah, because I think they even know other people's parts, except the main parts. Well, Calypso, she knows.
I know the main part.
I know you do. Calypso sings. Whose song does she sing that? I can't even think of the part that she sings all the time.
I don't know.
She's very quick with it and very punctual. Something about an itch.
Oh, what? Oh no, that's just what happened. Was just that's in the beginning of the.
But who sings that? Does Judy say, or Dorothy saying that? Or?
Yeah, Dorothy saying that. And suddenly the hinges started to unhitch.
Yeah, she practices that all the time. But yeah, Titan is part of the Lollipop Guild. And he doesn't even, I don't ever hear him sing it. Unless Calypso sings it with him.
Yeah. Andy's here. Hey, Andy. Andy.
Andy's coming.
Look at it. Ooh. Look at her wife.
Stop, baby. Not on my face.
Oh, you want to get away? Let me get away.
Done?
My cousin Nathan did Wizard of Oz at the middle school long ago and did the ballerinas and the gatekeeper and the apple trees. Oh, that's so cool.
Baby can't sit. Sorry.
What is?
Trash can. Gotta get it down.
She said, Monique said her cousin Nathan did Wizard of Oz back in middle school. He was the ballerina, the gatekeeper, and the apple trees.
Oh. Well, that's funny because Calypso's a crow, and I think that's it. And Titan is one of the lollipop.
No, she's not just a crow.
Oh, she's not? I thought she was just a crow.
Titan is the Lollipop Guild and then just munchkins, like various munchkins,
Yeah.
I think. Calypso is something else, I just can't remember what. Lullaby League. She's not the Lullaby League.
And as you can tell, the parade does take a little bit of time to get to this area. So that music is on constant repeat.
Oh, the ballerinas is Lollipop. Yeah.
No, you can't sit on there. You said no.
Dis, good to see you. How did you handle the time change? Well, you see, it went like this. We didn't know. We just woke up Sunday morning and was like, oh,
well, because
time change?
Calypso told us when she woke up because she noticed that the clock on the stove was different. And of course, me with my insomnia, I actually woke up an hour earlier than my normal wake-up time.
Which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Which is already bad enough. And again, enjoy the Festival of Fantasy Parade as it starts to make its way towards us, if you couldn't tell by the music. And we'll be right back after this parade.
Hear ye, royal guests from near and far. Welcome to the Magic Kingdom. You are warmly invited to join Mickey
dreams will come true, hearts will soar, and you will become a part of the magic. For the time has come to take your places and prepare to welcome the wondrous and wonderful Disney Festival Fantasy Parade.
play that back when I get home, just to see that, because I missed it.
What happened?
And it's live streaming, so if you want to go to our channel and watch yourself, the whole internet's going to see you.
What's your channel?
This time, BIS, yeah, you have to type in this time daily. You're all on there for like an hour and a half.
All right, that was, of course, the Festival Fantasy Parade here live on Main Street. Here
Monique
in the
says, I
Magic
take
Kingdom.
my bow. Sorry. Yeah. She was singing through it. I heard her.
In spirit.
Yep. They did see us, I think. I think they did see us, yeah.
Once again, if you enjoy the Main Street USA's viewing of the 3 o'clock Festival Fantasy Parade live here on Trash Cam, here in the Magic Kingdom on Main Street USA, go ahead and like this video, give it a big thumbs up.
Okay.
Subscribe
Just keep
if you
performing.
haven't.
We're still watching. Keep going. Sorry. She's funny.
Was she dancing?
Well, I looked, I don't know, because I was messaging someone and then I looked up and then she was laughing and I knew she was in front of the camera. I just didn't know what she did. I said, I'm going to go back and watch it and see what you did.
Sorry.
Whew. After the parade, it's like the running of the bulls.
Yep, everyone wants to follow the floats. And like I said, this is usually the time people are usually waiting for the parade. It's still that transition period where people will be going back to their rooms for a swim break, getting ready for lunch, or I should say dinner. And if they are park hopping over to Epcot, sometimes even Hollywood Studios for their nighttime events.
Fantastic.
And was it? Are they doing? No, they probably only do one showing of Fantastic since it does get dark till like 8 o'clock.
I was just saying they might be park hopping over there to do Fantasmic. Is that
Yeah,
what you were saying?
Yeah, that's what I'll say.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure they just do one showing of Fantastic since it doesn't get dark till 7:30. And of course, there's Epcot over there for its what is their nighttime show called now? They've gone through so many changes.
Oh gosh, I don't even know.
Luminosity?
What is it?
Luminosity? Luminous? That's
Okay,
what
I
it
was
is.
going to say, but I don't think that's right.
Well, I didn't want to. Well, at first I was going to say Luminous, but I thought that was more Harry Potter. Like Wingardium Leviosa.
Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Suspendo Momento.
I wore this headband today, and it has given me a headache.
That's usually what headbands do too.
Yes.
I remember that's why people don't like the ears so much now, because the old-fashioned ears give people a headache.
Luminous, the Symphony of Us. Okay.
Yes. Luminous, the Symphony of Us.
It does give Harry Potter though.
I think, wasn't Luminous what you said to your phone when you want your flashlight to turn on?
To turn the flashlight on, yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
I expect some Patron.
Oh, that's not the same at all.
Captain Morgan?
Well, should we wrap it up?
Well, I thought you were going to do a round around Main Street.
My head really hurts.
Okay. All right, so we're going to wrap up today's live streams live here on the Main Street USA. As I said, we are scheduling, pencil us in for Friday at the Flower and Garden Festival one more time. So Flower and Garden Friday. Tune into that. That will probably be a little bit early, maybe about, well, I'd say probably 10 or 11 o'clock, as we do have to wrap that stream up by 2. From that point on, we'll let you know what the schedule is for the next week. It might be 2 streams a day, just something casual, people watching, things like that. As always, like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Make sure all notifications are set to all notifications. Even if it doesn't work, do it anyway. Tell your friends, tell your family, and tell your enemies, if they're not the same person, to subscribe to the channel, share with their social media. And that will wrap it up for today. Time is up. I'd like to welcome all of our new timers and all of our newest moderators.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us again. Monique, thank you for always being here. We appreciate you. Spencer's always here.
Of course, Fast Pass.
Cece was here. Cece came in.
Cece.
She was right in the middle of the parade, though, so I couldn't say anything. Yeah, Spencer, Cece.
Andy. Reed the Tower.
Reed, Fast Pass.
Tony the Tower.
Tony the Tower.
They're
Tony
great.
O Tower. And the...
And Tiki Man. Tiki Man came
Tiki
through.
Man fan was here, yeah. Yeah, we love to see the same people come in every time, so thank you for hanging out with us.
And that about does it. Once again, wind those clocks for Friday. Flower and Garden on Friday. And we will see you next time on This Time.
Finish button.
Was your voiceover still on?
Are you want to stop streaming? Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Heading. Accessibility. Voiceover off.
Okay.